we were sitting here, and all of a sudden it was like an avalanche happened in the closet here, and the bunny got so scared. We thought he was under this. We freaked out for a second. But like the whole closet came piling down. Can you believe that? The thing broke. And so these are all Richard's clothes. Came tumbling down. So we got the P.O. box there, buddy. Keep talking about that. But I gotta figure out, anybody know how to reinstall these things?
Oranges.
Do I have some? Okay, good. Okay. I don't know what I'm gonna do about this. It just came down.
Are you okay in there?
Yeah. Hey, you guys, look at this. Look at what just happened. The whole closet came tumbling down. What am I gonna do this? How am I gonna get this back up? I don't think, can these be reinstalled? Like the whole closet came tumbling down. We were sitting here in the room, and then all of a sudden, we hear this like an avalanche in the closet. I was like, what the heck is that? And this thing fell. These are all Richard's clothes, but I don't even know if I can get this reinstalled because the things fell. You know, these hook things came out the wall. So these are the things we deal with all the time. Whole closet came down. We thought the bunny was under this stuff. We freaked out. We're just like, where's the bunny? Where's the bunny? We're like looking all over the room like, please don't tell me he got, like, cause we had suitcases falling down. These suitcases fell down. Suitcases. All this stuff fell down. Could have crushed my bunny. He had just been in my closet. Oh, the things that happen around this house. We seriously I was like, what was that noise? Like, it went on for like a minute too, because it was like, I was like, jeez. So here's our closet. I don't even know how to deal with this. How do you get these things back up, you guys? You got to like buy new ones, right? I don't think you can... I don't know how to get these back. I think it got bent. I don't know. So there you go. This is what we just got our P.O. box. We came home. We're sitting here for 5 seconds, and then the closet crashed. So I don't know what to even. I think we're gonna have to buy one of these. We can't afford it right now.
Might be cursed.
I would like to just get a rod. We could probably just get a rod, but now I don't know what to do with Richard's clothes. I have no place to put them. I don't know what to do with all this stuff because I can't fix this today because I don't have. The P.O. box ended up being more money than we expected. It was $95 for 3 months, which is not bad for 3 months. But we thought it was only going to be $50, so we had to put the rest on a credit card. We're not broke that right now because we're transitioning, and I'm trying to not have to go back to New York, so it's going to be a little bit tight as we're transitioning and trying to work out some things. And we've been spending all the money on the household stuff. So we did get a P.O. box. So we spent $95 on that today. Let me get that address for you guys. Hold on. Okay, we have a P.O. box now. We're not going to give the last name, even though we've probably given it out several times on here. But we're going to just give the first name. And we're going to do Joy. Me and Rich are both on it. But do Joy because if you don't have the box number, it'll get returned because we don't have the last name. But we're thinking maybe if someone does forget the box number, if it says Joy, if I start getting packages there, it might not be a lot of Joys because it's small. We went to UPS store, but it's a small one. It's a local one. So they might start to be like, oh, this is Joy, and maybe just give me my packages even if someone forgets. And we had to give our IDs, is why, again, it's not in Annette's name or something like that. Me and Richard both had to give our IDs to be on the box. So we went and got a P.O. box, and I'm going to give you guys the address. So put Joy. We're not going to do the last name. You know, put Joy L. How about we'll do that? Joy L. That'll help. Joy L. And then the address is, I'm going to say it several times on here. You guys write down for anybody that's interested in sending us anything. People were asking for a P.O. box. And someone actually gave us $50 today to get a P.O. box. What was his name? Richard? He has headphones on. He has headphones on. That's going to work. Someone, I forget his name, gave us $50. We went there. It was actually $95. We almost didn't get it, but we're like, you know, we're going to get it because everyone's asking for it. And so I said, just put it on a credit card. But anyway, so here's which our credit cards are like maxed out now for buying the beds and we're really on a bind with trying to get everything for the ladies. Otherwise, we'd be in New York making tons of money. But there you go. Okay, here's Joy L. 1930 Village Center Circle, Suite 3. Then you have to put dash 354. Okay? So it's super imperative that you put dash 354. Our actual box number is 354, which is super easy. But you have to put 1930 Village Center Circle, Suite 3, then dash 354. So we're in Suite 3, but our box number is 354. They said you have to put the box number since we're not putting the last name because they will return it if it doesn't have the box number, since it doesn't have the last name. But maybe if you put Joy L, I'll still get it if you happen to forget to put the box number. But please try to remember to put the box number if you're going to send something. Otherwise, you're just going to get it back to your house. And that's going to be irritating to you. And we wouldn't even know that you got anything unless you had said you sent it. So I'm going to say it again. Put Joy L. The address is, this is for our P.O. box we just got today. I didn't even finish the address, sorry. Las Vegas, Nevada, 89134. So let me go over the whole address again. That's Las Vegas, Nevada, 89134. So the address is, right, Joy L, 1930 Village Center Circle, Suite 3, dash 354. That's our box number, 354. Las Vegas, Nevada, 89134. Okay, and Peggy and Lenny have it. I texted that to them. I got to see Peggy and Lenny. I've seen them both now. They sent us photos, so yay! I get to put faces with these wonderful ladies, and we were super excited. We got they sent the photos to family and everything, both of them. So very exciting getting to see like people that we're talking to every day. It's weird. I'm like,
they're so normal. They look like normal.
oh yeah,
people.
you guys are normal, right?
I know. We got a look. It was like, oh my gosh, that's a normal.
Oh.
That,
I can only imagine what you guys think of us.
I know. It almost makes you want to hear back what you're talking about.
I know. When someone said their child is subscribing, I was, oh jeez. I forget
But
children watch these
the
things.
things you're talking about are truthful, and they're not bad.
For those of you that are new to the blog right now that just jumped in, our closet fell. Per usual things around here. I kept thinking this thing. I was like, this thing didn't look very sturdy. But what are you gonna do? But now I don't know honestly what to do. What do you guys suggest? Because we're kind of a little bit broke right now, and I don't know if we have anything that we can go buy. So what would be a fix that you could do in the house? Can these go back up? I don't know if I'd be able to get them back in with them. They got them weird screw things. I don't like these things. I don't know how to use these things. How do you use these ones? Richard probably knows how it works.
What is it?
The ones where you gotta like shove them in with the you see what I'm talking about? Those things. I think you got a drill. Oh, we have a drill. This could be a project we could do. We have a drill. Me and Richard got a drill when we had to install Annette's TV. We had to go get a drill. And we didn't realize you need like several parts of the drill. So we went to the drill. That was an extravaganza. We got like the drill. Didn't realize you need like another piece of the drill, another piece of the drill. It's like a 3-piece thing. Who knew that? Richard should know that. Parents own a hardware store. But anyways, so it was like, we're like, oh, this is way more expensive than we thought. We thought it was like a $20 drill. That's like part of it. Then you got to buy the battery packs. And you got to buy like the charger for the batteries. You have to send like another thing. I'm like, oh, there's no $20 drill. This thing turned into like $100 for the darn thing. What a scam. I'm just kidding. I'm sure they're worth $100 of drills. But,
okay, so we gotta go we gotta go drop off the rental car.
Oh, jeez, that's right. We have this. What happened with our car though?
He says it should be done no later than 5:30.
But.
So drop off the rental car, take the Uber to the place.
And just sit there. Yeah.
Well, it's 4:30. We have to drop off.
Yeah, no, that's something. Yeah. No, no, I'm not saying it's a bad thing.
Yeah, we gotta. If anything, we gotta.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna like
be there by 6.
come all the way back here. That's like waste. So I guess, unfortunately, the timing didn't work as stellar as it could have. Our car won't be done before the car's done. It's like an hour difference. So we're gonna have to waste Ubers is all, but just one probably.
There's no waste to do. What are you talking about?
We have to drop the car at the rental place before our car's done.
Right. So then we Uber from there to get the car.
Right. I'm saying that's one Uber. Otherwise, we could have picked up our car and dropped off the rental. Now we have to do an Uber,
we have an extra
which
Uber
we
now.
don't really have money. That's why we had a little bit of money because we already knew we have to do this. And that's it. It's gonna take it all. But like, if the car had been done before, they have to what? They want the rental back at 4:30, and they're saying the car's gonna be done at 5:30. Just the way things go for us. So timing. Anyways, that's all right. At least they're saying tonight because we were thinking we were gonna have to get a rental car again. I don't even think we can afford it. So I'm getting on my Chevrolets again. And we walk into the store, but we need food and I have to go to all these different stores for the ladies because they don't have the beef that we like at the local store. We literally don't have the beef we like. Is not at a store I can walk to. These stores have crappy beef. I don't like Smith's meat. Sorry for anybody that we like them for like everything else because they're super cheap when I go get Gloria's stuff. Like fruit, they're real cheap, but their meat, I'm not a fan. All right, anyways, thanks everybody. I'm like swinging this swan around. What I'm doing here? Oh, you guys haven't seen me do nunchucks? Wait a second. I can't believe you guys have been watching us for a week and we haven't done nunchucks.
I know that's what you always. That's all you did.
That's all we used to do.
Show we used to do on Periscope.
Hold on. I got some room. I can't hit that mirror.
She got 10,000 followers just doing nunchucks. Back in 20.
I'm not that good. We just do like one person.
Unusual.
It's just unusual.
Like everything else.
That someone does nunchucks because we used to do. Okay, here we go. I'm trying to get enough room. So I knock the walls out. Let's see. It'd be better if you guys would turn the other way. So that's what I'm trying to see where it's gonna be. Okay, I'm gonna get him. Let's see. Probably better with it over here.
I can't believe we're. I mean, I'm so.
I can't believe we haven't done nunchucks. This used to be something we used to always do.
I'm glad it happened, Mom.
There we go. I get. There's really not room in here to do them, so that's what I'm trying to make. Okay. This is a great exercise, you guys. If you ever get a pair of nuts, to start with soft ones, because you'll whack yourself a million times. These are really hard ones. See, these are really hard. These are like bamboo. And we've whacked ourselves many times.
They'll leave a mark.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You'll bleed.
No, you won't bleed.
Oh, when I hit myself in the head, I bled that one time. You don't remember? I hit myself in the head one time. I cut my head.
Typically, you just bruise.
Usually, you just bruise. So we do these are like fantastic exercise.
I remember you broke your ankle that one time.
Broke my ankle. Oh yeah. I tripped by nunchucking or something.
Well, on scope, on Periscope.
On Periscope. So you just do this for like a couple of minutes or like a minute, and it's like the most fantastic exercise. I just do like, either do it out like this. I don't do anything more than this. I just do two motions, either like this or across them. And I bounce because it's more of an exercise, and it's phenomenal for the abs. You really feel it in your abs. But it's a fantastic exercise, but do not start with hard ones. I guarantee you're not gonna be happy. You start with soft ones. But in about a minute, I just feel like I just worked out like ran a marathon. And my abs, that was like the most intense ab exercise I've done in a really long time. And that was it. Like I just did, what was that, half a minute? And now I'm like, whew. And I literally feel that I just did an insane ab exercise right now. Like I just did tons of crunches. I can feel my abs coming in just from that little motion. That's why you move your legs to get your abs going. Otherwise, when you stay stationary, it's not as much of an exercise like this. But if you go move like this, keep your feet like moving, like, what is that, like boxers? It's all the foot motion. All the footwork. They say Mayweather's the best boxer because it's all the footwork. You guys know Floyd Mayweather? Anyways, if you're thinking you need something quick and easy to do at home, buy yourself a pair of nunchucks. They have them, like you can get them like on Amazon or something anywhere. We don't remember where we got these, but
actually, you can't. You have to get them from Century Martial Arts.
Oh, never mind. I guess you can't get Amazon.
Century Martial Arts
is where we got these. In New Jersey. But start with soft ones. Even if you have kids, get them soft nunchucks, and it's so fun for kids to start learning to play around. But like, you can't hurt themselves. They're foam. You start with foam nunchucks, and those are still a good exercise. I did that for like the first year. I would just, go like this with, see, you don't want to, Don't start with these. You're going to have so many injuries. We don't hit ourselves anymore because you have to get used to the movement of moving it. And, you know, some people do the, you know, Richard likes to do the thing where you go, like, over. I never like doing this thing, you know, because you hit yourself too much. So I just stuck with the motion of, like, the figure 8. This is like doing a figure 8. And then I just cross my figure 8s. I do 2 figure 8s and cross them. And that's the only thing I've done. I've been doing it for, I don't know, a couple of years we've been doing it. And I only do those motions. And that's all I have to do for the exercise. And like right now, I'm like, whew. This is actually good because I haven't done these in so long. I can't believe we haven't done them since we've been blogging. We used to do nunchucks on any like kind of blog or social media thing. We had them when we lived in the cave. We used to walk around with them. Vegas started to get mad at us because we'd go in places and they'd be like, you can't have nunchucks, those are weapons. So we stopped carrying them around. But Richard used to put them on his belt buckle and walk around Vegas with nunchucks like this. We're the weirdest people. He'd be walking around Vegas like this all the time. You know? And then he had a huge, back then he always had his camera. We didn't have a car. This is when we didn't want to have a car. Oh, after Richard basically took my Jaguar off-roading. Anyway, so, and ruined the engine. But anyways, what was I saying? He's nutball. Yeah, I have a crazy husband. We do a lot of crazy things because, I don't know, we didn't want to have a normal life and be boring. And we didn't have children, so we just kind of like did a lot of crazy things. But now we have Annette, so now our life is becoming very, very normal amongst the craziness. But our past is so weird. People are like, what? We were single, like as far as for no kids. What do you call that? Because you're a couple, so you're not single because you're a couple, but no children. So it's like you get to just do whatever you want. And we traveled the world and stuff and lived in a cave. We're homeless. We didn't care. We lived in the most expensive hotels in Manhattan, and we've lived on the streets. We've done it all, and that's why we feel like we're cool just sitting at home now because we've got to do everything that we could have ever imagined that we would want to do, really. But what we didn't realize was Annette was suffering while we were kind of having fun, and that's really, really sad and unfortunate, and we feel really bad about that. But Gloria lied to us and kept everything from us. And we have to go. We have to go.
I know we gotta get going here.
We have to take the car back. We're gonna be late. Shoot, that's really far from us because we didn't have enough money to get a car from the local one. You have to go like all the way out to Henderson. It's cheaper for some reason. If anyone knows Vegas, we're in Summerlin. It's like way more expensive to rent a car here. So we have to drive all the way to Henderson. But right now it's like rush hour time. So we might not even get there in time. So we gotta go. I'm always so early for things to do. I said that's usually I'm trying to herd the cats around here. But ever since I've been blogging, I totally lose. I didn't even know what month it was. Oh my God, I've been saying the wrong thing. I just needed to correct this. I thought we were in June. This whole time, I thought we were in the month of June. I kid you not. We have a life that, like, I don't look at the date. So I don't know what day it is. I didn't know it was Friday until Richard mentioned it. So I keep saying we're getting our first check in July. We're getting the first check for YouTube in June. I just thought we were already in June. So we're in May. So June is when we get it. Everyone's like, July? What is she talking about? 2 months. You gotta wait. I'm sorry if everyone else knew what month we were in. Seriously, these are the things that are very weird about me. I can be very smart about some things and a complete moron about other things. So my phone's going off. And I'm okay with accepting that. I'm like, oh wait, oh that's okay. I thought that was the guy saying our car was done. Okay, living in a cave. Oh, we'll get it. I'll do a little picture thing. I'll make Richard make a video.
Why don't you talk about it?
And I'm gonna talk about it. Yeah, no.
Not on scope, but on the thing.
Yeah, no. I'm gonna talk about it on here. No, I'm gonna talk about it on here too.
No, okay.
But we do have to go get the car. I guess can they roll with us? We gotta. Do you want to have them roll us? But we gotta go now.
Yeah, let's go.
And I need to get out of my pajamas. I've been wearing my pajamas everywhere we've gone pretty much say it's ridiculous.
Don't be embarrassed. It's okay.
I guess I've been scoping to a bunch of people in my pajamas all day, so what difference does it make? But, yeah, let me get... Well, you guys, you just sit here for a second. You stare at him or stare at... Nah, you stare at him for 5 seconds.
Okay.
Because I gotta get dressed.
Oh,
It's falling.
Okay, hi everyone. What are we doing?
We gotta go to the car, so get ready.
I am ready.
But our closet fell. Remember.
The closet fell, you guys.
So this is annoying.
Yay, we get to go with. Yeah, we're going to go for a road trip, you guys. We're going to go to Henderson. Now, I know earlier today, someone said they were from Henderson watching the show.
Well, we're coming to your house. Make sure dinner's ready.
Joy. Yay, adventure. Hello. Hola, Richard. Hi, Ginger. How are you? What do you think happens when we die? Well, I prefer not to think. I prefer not to spend a lot of time thinking about things like that because it could you can spend a lot of energy just really wondering what's going to happen when you're eventually going to find out. It's kind of like you ever have like you ever have something like an exam coming up or anything like you don't really you do your best to prepare for it, but you don't really wonder like what happens after the exam. I wonder what's going to happen after that, after I take that exam. Well, it kind of depends what happens when you take the exam. It depends what you do now as far as studying for the exam is going to really determine what happens after the exam. So when you ask me what I think, I don't spend much time thinking about that. What Joy taught me, as long as I do good things and I'm not too lazy, I'm sorry, but Amy who's around Joy is going to feel lazy. So, but as long as I'm not too lazy, that I really don't have to worry about what happens after I die. So, because, even if, the worst thing that could happen is what? I would think the worst thing that would happen, I think worst thing going to hell would be just being forgotten. Like you die and you're kind of like waiting for whatever, like something like purgatory or judgment day or something. And they're like, no, you're not on the list, bro.
Or like you didn't have a funeral. That'd be the fun.
Yeah, or you don't have a funeral. You're just like, what? You're kind of like St. Peter. Well, what should I do? Well, whatever you want to do, bro. You're
waiting for
free.
someone to notice you died.
Yeah, we just forgot about you. You're not going to heaven or hell. You're just free to do whatever you want. I'm not getting punished? No, or rewarded. You're just.
Apparently, you're not significant enough for any of that.
That's kind of that's probably okay. If you want to know my biggest fear, that'd be my biggest fear. Is that I die and when I get up to the front, they're like, "You're not on the list." I said, "Not even for hell? No, you're not even here." But you didn't notice I died? No. We were busy doing other shit that was kind of important.
We're checking the obituaries. I haven't seen one yet.
Yeah, we check the obituaries every day. You didn't pop up. Well, I couldn't afford to put my name in there, and there was no, whatever. I could afford it. It seemed like a waste of money.
Okay, we gotta go.
Okay, I gotta go. Thanks for sharing. Well, someone asked me, so if you ask.
Richard, you gotta get them with us.
Okay, one should not ask questions that they're afraid to hear the answers. And you gotta take this.
You can't talk and move at the same time. I have to pee, but I need you to get ready. And we gotta go.
I am ready. That's the thing. See, I've been ready. Cause see, I was the one who arranged the whole thing. I'm the one who's been scheduling this whole deal. So I've been ready. I'm just gonna do this very quick, and then we'll go. And we're all gonna go together. It was Stu J who asked. Okay, thanks, Stu J. It was a provocative question. I liked it.
Okay. Here we go. Hey guys, so guess what? When that closet fell,
Oh, it's so scary.
we didn't know where the bunny was. And he had right before that happened, I was sitting in the closet with the bunny, and he, what I like to call turd bombed my closet. What he does is he comes around in like a circle, and let me make sure I got everything. He goes around a circle around you, and he just jumps his little, because bunnies just like do these little if you guys are wondering, I have people buy me these things. I collect them. You guys like looking up there, it's the Thai things I have. is my thing. Everybody gets them for me. If anyone that knows me buys me these things, so I have quite a collection of these little Thai bug babies up there.
Laura don't want to get
If you keep seeing them. Yeah, people, once they know I like them, people give me things. Teddy bears have been my thing forever. I'm obsessed with them little Thai babies. You know, the little beating baby things. Anyways, I have quite a collection up there. Somehow has survived all of this years. I don't know. But
We're going.
what was I talking about before? So the bunny and me were in the closet, and he was turd bombing me or going around me, and then I came out and sat for 5 seconds on my bed, and I heard this huge crash, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" And then this happened. Yeah. Look at this thing. Richard's closet fell. His side of the closet fell. I don't even know what we're going to do with that because I don't know how I'm going to fix that.
Are you bringing all the credit cards?
Yeah, I got all the credit cards. Credit cards that have like $5 a piece on them. Anyways, we were like, where's the bunny? Because the bunny had just been in the closet. And I was like, this is just too much. Another thing I have to worry about. Closets falling on my bunny. This is just... I just can't win. And we were freaking out. We're like, he's not here, we're in the room. I'm like, so I dive into that and see it close there. Oh my God. Freaking out. Can't find him nowhere. He's in his house, but like completely hidden because the closet scared him. And his little house totally hidden back where we couldn't see him at all. Oh my God, the closet crushed somebody. Because like 3 suitcases fell down. It wasn't just clothes. Oh, jeez. Really the things we gotta worry about around here. So Annette was here. She just took off. We gotta go return this rental car. That's what we're doing. And then apparently wasn't good timing. We gotta return the rental car an hour before our car is done. So we then have to get an Uber, which is a waste of money. Money we don't have. Seriously, like, luckily Richard knew we were gonna have to do this, so he budgeted for that, but we didn't budget for the extra PO box. Oh, jeez. But it's just how we do. He's been really good with kind of trying to manage the funds of credit cards. Is pay this one a little payment, then you can use that one for 5 seconds, then till you know the kind of thing. It's been a mess right now, and it's what's annoying is just like. It doesn't seem so they think we're stealing their money when we're like literally just like jumping through hoops to try to get everything done around here and get everything for everybody. You know, we had to get this darn expensive car because our credit and stuff is so bad. This one is a rental, but our Mercedes, we're going to get them. Oh no, I don't have sunglasses. I can't drive without sunglasses. It's not my car. I have to go back inside. Oh wait, Richard. Can you go get me the closest pair of sunglasses, like one from Annette's room or something, or Gloria's or something? Because I don't want to go back around. So we have to crawl through our window. Wait, was it? No, you don't have to go that way. Richard! He gonna crawl through the window. We crawl through our window. People are like, oh, don't tell people that you're gonna break. We don't lock our front door. We crawl the window because of Gloria and Annette, not to keep anyone else out. So they'll go in our room because they're nosy, and Gloria still thinks it's her room. So she'll go mess with our stuff. Let me close the garage. We don't have our little thing because we're in a rental. 1 second. Oh, I turn this music off. Oh my gosh, we got one of our things almost got completely. They tried to take the whole thing, say it was all covered because one, like when he walked into Annette's room, they were gonna try to flag the whole 8.5 hour live. Because he walked in Annette's room, they were going to say all of the money, if that whenever that video makes money in the future, will go to Halsey, because her song was on for like 5 seconds in Annette's room or whatever the limit is, probably like 20 seconds. Where did he go? Told him to go into Annette's room and grab me just a pair of sunglasses. So then he went all the way around the house and he went through the back. So I don't know. We gotta get. What time is it? It's 4. Oh dear, we're gonna be late. It takes like an hour to get there. Thank you, copyright. Yeah, copyright. But guess what you can do? Richard, you're allowed to do this thing. He showed me where you say delete that thing, that copyright thing, which he hasn't deleted that other thing. I'm so sorry if anyone's. I keep getting. I tell him to do things and then it takes forever. And I tell him and I'm telling him. Everyone gets on. I'm like, I'm telling him. He'll eventually do it, but he's like, no. Later. Fine. So he hasn't done it yet. But here he is. I love Richard. We've been together so long. Did he give me sunglasses? Okay, good. I grabbed me Gloria's. I gave these to Gloria. All the sunglasses were mine what did he forget now? What'd you forget? No, I have your bag in the car. Huh. Here he goes. I gave all the glasses to the girls, but then now I gotta borrow them back because our room, they're so dirty, of course. They're Gloria's now. They're just literally covered in goo. Oof. Okay.
All right.
These aren't very good sunglasses in the sense of they don't really shade anything, do they?
So here's the deal: is that we're gonna lose connection here because we're going into a no man cell zone, and we're gonna lose connection with Wi-Fi. So as we transfer over, just hang on. We'll be right back.
It's actually a good spot right here.
Okay, let me just switch this over.
It works pretty good. I mean, I have to kind of look up. Okay, everybody. This. Kind of. Check. Can you help me with that?
It works just fine like that.
That I bitch about all the cars. I just am very, I analyze things and I don't like how they've cheapened the cars so much. So I like older cars better than new cars. So like we have 2014, that's like as new as I'll go. I don't like much. I don't know what we're gonna do.
It's almost too new.
It's almost too new. I like
you
older
actually
cars.
like the one before.
I loved our 2002.
No, but you actually want now that you've had the 2000.
Yeah, I actually want the
now
model
you're like,
before
oh, man, I
ours
wish I had the 2006.
because they're making cars cheaper and cheaper. So we're in a rental, and I'm like, this is just a hunk of junk for probably a lot of money, probably way more than our car. And we have a 2014 ML350, and I love it. I don't complain about that car. I don't got one complaint about that car. I love that car. And I know it's Mercedes. Like,
yeah, well,
love Mercedes.
You know,
but no, not all Mercedes are cool. Like this Mercedes, I don't like. What was that, 2010 or something?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, 2010 model is my favorite of the ML350.
Yeah, or 2006, something like that.
Yeah, those ones are cool. But
what's
so
a really good car? You know, what's happening is that all the new cars, he says, they are making them cheaper, but they're making them more expensive because they're adding things like they're having
shits in the product.
They're having to compensate for adding things that aren't really necessary for driving, like radar detection, really high tech stuff that's very, very expensive on a car. Especially 10 years ago was like unheard of, except on really high-end cars. Now they have them on basically every car. That's why the minimum price for a car is. We have sound. Yay! Can you not hear me? Yeah, connection's a little bad. Yeah. Okay. Well, maybe we'll just do a visual then. So since we can't really hear everything because we're driving through this bad area, you guys wait until it kind of clears up and we kind of go on a story. But for now, what we'll do is we'll just show you where we're at. I'm from San Antonio.
I went to basic training in San Antonio.
Did you really? Oh, I forgot about that.
Yeah. And then I also went to tech school. Tech training in tech school.
Well, I'll be here when you get back.
Training.
Oh, thank you, Jessica. That's very kind. We love you too. I can hear it's just a little spotty. Yeah, it's more of, when you drive, we go mobile, but if you think about it, it's pretty incredible that we're driving around live streaming mobile right now. I mean,
we've come a long way, 2024.
I can hear it's just Michigan. Hey, Michigan.
Who we got in the house? It is fun. Gloria's always good about doing that.
Yeah, you know what?
Where are you guys from? I always know where you guys are from.
Yeah, wherever y'all from, but nobody's been to Las Vegas. Really bad. But was they're really digging? Yeah, if you've never, Las Vegas is one of those places like that's exotic because it's there's no other place that looks like it.
We have all these new highways too.
There's no other place that looks like this in the whole world. I mean, it's like you're in a desert, and all of a sudden you have billions and billions of dollars of 100-story buildings in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of a desert. It's just the weirdest thing ever. Okay, so can you guys hear us yet? Hi, Lenny.
But just
But I do have it on that. But I'm saying that I think that no, what low data mode means is that what low data mode means is that it's only gonna use, like, the data is only gonna use whatever app you're using. You know, sometimes things in the background will go. Yeah, so low data mode. Yeah, low data mode means like I'm not gonna use data to use other things. I'm only gonna do it.
Do the background app.
Doesn't do the background stuff. Yeah.
You guys,
It's working now. Yay.
I know like everything about iPhone. I went into every single feature. There's a lot. I learned everything about it when we got hacked into from AT&T. So don't even get me started on that. But we talked about it earlier. They tried to charge us $7,000 in fraudulent phones that people had bought on our account.
It's better now. Good. Okay, they can hear you a little better now. Do you guys want to listen to us while we show you the view? Yes, I mean, because I know that basically if you're anywhere but Las Vegas, it looks very different. I liked Las Vegas in the 1980s.
Oh yeah, that'd be way better than now. I'm a nostalgic person. I like the old times.
Richard, I love your glasses. Thank you, Lenny. These are my
See, his green ones are for inside, and his white ones have like a tint to them. So those are like his.
Yeah. So these are my outside ones. The white ones are the outside ones.
He used to have red ones, which are cute too. But he sat on them or something.
What was it like here? Okay, in the 1980s. Now, where we're coming up on right now is off in the distance. That's downtown Las Vegas. So that's the old Las Vegas, and that big building there, Circa. That's how tall is that? Do you know?
Circa is, I think, like 30-something stories, probably.
Only 30, really?
Yeah, it's not that tall.
Okay, so that's
40.
40 stories, maybe.
Because it's downtown. So downtown, they're all short. I think. I don't know.
Traffic isn't heavy yet. No, not yet. Well,
I could be wrong, but Circa's, I don't think nearly as tall. Because, like, the ones that are the tallest are, like, 70 floors.
Yeah.
And that's, like, Palazzo and Fontainebleau and Resorts World.
And Cosmo.
And I know downtown isn't near as tall as those ones. So I would guess, like, 40. Probably 40.
Yeah. You know, what I didn't know was that, until I moved here, was that Vegas is surrounded by huge mountains. There's huge mountain ranges.
Yeah, a lot of them are like connected with California and stuff, so it's like...
Yeah, and these mountains that behind us are like 14,000 feet in the air. Because Las Vegas actually is at 2,000 feet.
So that's why actually people don't realize, you think you're in like low ground here. But even the low ground is high ground.
We just got a 2015 F-150 truck.
Oh, those are nice.
Yeah, exactly. Then you know exactly what we're talking about. Because you probably paid like way less than when you paid for like something in 2023, 22, now, and it's probably, depending on the condition of it, they built it better. They used better parts.
Yeah, I like F-150s. When I was in the Air Force, I dated for some reason had F-150s, and so I often drove them. And one time I went to, I don't know, is anybody from Illinois in the house?
Hey, yeah, okay, now, I think they can hear us now.
Anyone from Illinois in the house? I drove from Oklahoma to Illinois with a boyfriend when I was in the Air Force, because he was from Illinois. And,
my head is getting twisted.
it's crappy.
Yeah. This is so cool. Yeah, this is so cool. Beautiful scenery here. Here's downtown.
These roads turn into total.
Did Annette enjoy her shopping? Thank you for your mind. I'm sorry, I meant to get back to you.
She was eating her grapes all day.
Yes, Annette absolutely loved her shopping.
Yeah.
I mean, the thing is about Annette is that what we got her at right now is she's...
Oh yeah, let me talk about that.
Oh.
That's right. We were gonna. Okay, we're really working on tweaking her meds because, like, the doctor doesn't mind if we do that because we have to seriously see what is happening when she does each med. And right now, we're not happy with the fact that she is not very happy. She's very, like, kind of just no emotion. And so we don't want that. We'd almost rather her, have more of her, talking out loud and stuff than have nothing. Because we don't want her to be a zombie. And so we're gonna tweak her meds a little bit, and the doctor is letting us kind of like say, he's like, because he listens to what I say. I said this one, So
and Annette is trusting us.
I'm thinking about backing off her Ingrezzo every other day because I found out that might be the one that's causing all of her grogginess, is what the doctor said. I thought it was the other ones. He's saying no, she's probably really tired from that one, and it's helping her, but I think they have her on too high of a dose.
We have to
I
get
think
some
she needs
gas,
to
don't
bring her dose down. Oh no, yeah, we gotta go. Oh geez.
So stop and get gas somewhere.
One right by the place, I remember. But we're really, it's hard right now because you guys are seeing, like, she was like really happy, and now she's got really just no emotion. And we don't like that because she's such a she has a lot of emotion usually. She'll smile or she'll be upset, whatever, but one of the two. But now it's just like we don't want her.
She's not happy or sad.
I think this Ingrezza is making her too stable, where it's just like nothing. She just if someone has no emotion, they're not happy, they're not sad, they're just nothing, and we don't want that for her. So we're gonna all kind of like figure this out together and kind of observe. So every time, by the end of this, who knows if like we all figure out like a great combo where it could help for someone else. I don't know. Everyone's different when it comes to the meds. It's really difficult in this scenario for like schizoaffective disorder and schizophrenia. But you do hear that some meds are no good, like that one that caused her all of her issues. So like, I think in our community maybe it can help some other people that because we didn't even know about this Ingrezza. It worked really well for her, but I think they need to back off her dose a little bit. Because like it's done so well that it's like too much. Okay. Yeah. Like we need to bring her back so we have a little bit of Annette left. It just kind of feels like where'd Annette go?
Yeah. It's like she's stable and she's kind of getting through the day, but she's kind of like
the zombie.
And she's really trusting Joy because Joy, like she didn't want to take meds from my mother because, well, my mother wasn't very consistent with medicine.
She misdosed her.
She misdosed her, and also. It's just like she wasn't really engaged with what was going on with my sister, so my sister felt really misunderstood. Like, so with Joy, I can just see my sister is just basically saying, well, sure, she's taking whatever we give her, and she's kind of like all bummed out, but I think she's like, okay.
Until she knows that like we'll find the right, because she heard me talk to the doctor, and I was saying I didn't like that she was sleeping so much, so she liked that because. I don't think she likes that she's sleeping so much, you know what I mean? It's hard to talk about her with her right there, or hard to talk about her anytime, especially with her right there, because it's like, it's embarrassing for her, but also it's like, it's just a hard thing, because it's like, there is no solution, like there's no easy solution and stuff, and she's not a freak in any way, you know what I mean, but it's just a complicated thing, but she feels like really weird when people start
Joy is a very good female role model for
so it's very hard at the doctor. So she's been good, but her other doctor used to really irritate her. So that's why I really like this doctor. The other doctor, she was a nice little lady. Dr. Lee was her name, but she used to just always ask questions that always pissed off Annette, and I'd be like, "Why are you doing that?" In my mind, I wouldn't say it, but I'm like, "Are you trying to kind of like instigate her to see how she reacts?" I didn't understand. I mean, she'd really fire up, and she like, I don't know if she just wasn't perceptive to the fact that Annette was getting irritated, or what. But it was like every time we'd leave, Annette would be so pissed off. Oh my gosh, so this new doctor seems to be a lot better.
I swear, weed helped me so much with my anxiety, overthinking, and PTSD.
Okay, I need actually for you to put in the maps now, because I don't know. Oh, actually, I know where I'm going. I'm still good. Never mind. Not yet.
It's kind of one way.
It's a little further. Yeah, it's further. I think I know actually how to get there. I was thinking about it, but I was like, wait. We are going to be late. Are they going to be mad that, is there have to be at that time to get charged?
I hope not.
Oh, gosh. This is going to be bad if I don't get here in time they charge us extra.
Okay, so we have a rental car, and we're supposed to be back by 4:30, they said. Now, what happens if we bring it back at 4:35? Are they going to charge us for a whole another day?
We have to get gas too, because otherwise they charge you a fortune for their gas too, don't they? Do they charge like? Actually, what do they say they charge nowadays? Because I remember it used to say, "We'll charge you like $5 a gallon," and like, "Oh, that's a good deal. Put it in." Nowadays. So, we'll see. Anybody
We'll
know?
see. We'll see.
I really hope they need to charge another day or something. Hey, if they do that, let's keep the car. Because remember, we have to get an Uber anyways.
Yeah, okay.
So we'll say, fine, give us a whole another day. That'd probably
Yeah,
be
we'll
cheaper.
keep it. Yeah, yeah, definitely.
That's what we'll do.
Yeah. You should bring the tank back full.
Yeah, we're gonna do that. I know, because they charge you way more for their gas. Yeah, we've actually got quite a few rentals recently because of that car that was Gloria's car. Was a complete nightmare. It was broken down about every 2 days, basically. Not really, I'm exaggerating, but it was. We only were driving her car for about a couple months, and we had it in the shop about 10 times.
Yeah.
It was insane.
It's true.
And we had to replace everything. She had 4 flat tires when we first came to the house too. Oh yeah, that's the thing. She had 4 flat tires. She couldn't even drive her car. She had it in the driveway with 4 flat tires.
Oh yeah. 4 flat tires.
So when we first were sleeping in the car, we were sleeping in a car with 4 flat tires. It wasn't even, no one was driving it. But we didn't want to be in the house. You know Gloria's trunk you can't open. You could never open her trunk. We never know what, when we sold the car, I don't know if Richard's dad may have been in the trunk.
Hi, Ann.
I mean, it could, who knows.
Gotta go.
Time.
Okay, Ann. Have a great night. Thanks for coming in.
That was a joke. That was a joke.
Nice to see you, Ann. Ann's gotta go.
That may have been a bad joke.
Ann's gotta go.
Bye, Ann. We love you, Ann. Thank you for being part of our blog. No, but seriously, we couldn't get into the trunk, and everything was broken on that car.
Oh, here's a good topic. It's so frustrating trying to make my mom understand that if you're not eating right and nourishing your body, you're going to have mental issues.
Yes.
There are tons of articles that correlate gut and brain health.
It's so true. That's why I'm so irritated that Annette's on so much sugar. Because I would have her on a protein diet. And she was doing that for a while, and she was doing really well. But this whole argument and war with Gloria is not, like, we didn't start this. I'm saying they will not let, like, Annette won't let me cook for her. She forces Gloria to, but Gloria doesn't want to. So Annette is kind of the one causing the whole thing a little bit, because she's wanting her mom so bad to love her and care for her, and her mom doesn't. And that's this horrible, sad thing. But if Annette would just accept that we are going to be the ones to do it and not her mom, then we would move so much further forward. But Annette pulls us back because she won't accept that Gloria doesn't care. It's like, no, my mom does care. I'm going to force her to care, you know what I mean? And then every day she's disappointed that Gloria doesn't care. And we try, we do everything, and she rejects, like, our caring. Not fully, luckily, she used to. She accepts some of it, but a lot of it she rejects. Like, she won't let me cook for her. So she's gaining weight. She's gained so much weight. We're worried because she was so thin, but now she's putting it on at too rapid of a rate because she's eating so poorly. And then also, it's all sugar. She's literally eating like candy and chips and cookies and chocolate when I want her on like protein. And Gloria put the protein in the freezer, the one I wanted her to eat. So then we haven't even had a chance to go to the store, so I had to put out like frozen fish thing, something that her sister had gotten from a food bank or something, I think, a while back, because I didn't get a chance to go back to the store. And that nice steak I wanted Annette to have because she needs good protein, got completely freezer burned and destroyed.
Thanks for the question, Junior. That was great. The love you all have here for Annette is beautiful. You're all so caring, and it shows every day. Yeah, Joy is one of the people that just kind of, well, I mean, look how she is with the bunny. I mean, look how she is with me. I mean, you guys are like, oh man, your husband's so nice. He's so, well, I wasn't quite like this before she, you know, you see how she was with my mom. I mean, she was kind of, you know, she was pretty strict with me too.
Yeah, because
She had to whip me into shape.
yeah.
She woke me up a little bit.
I'll say this: no other woman would have stayed with him. Like for me.
Oh, come on. That's a little harsh.
No, now women want him, but no woman would have stayed with him. It was a hard road.
I'll accept that. I'm married, so what am I supposed to do?
Now y'all want him, and he's great. He's great now. Yeah, now everyone's like, we're bringing this stuff. Ooh, all the ladies that are flirting with Rich and everything. And I'm happy for him. I wanted that way. But yeah, no, but it's not his fault. I'm not trying to. He was raised by Gloria, so what do you expect? I mean, look at how Annette is. So that's why we don't get mad at Richard. Because I mean, if now we would, if he acted like a, like a fool. But it took a long time. Like when I first met Richard, he was more like Annette. I mean, he really showed a lot of signs of like schizophrenia at times. Like he would do weird stuff sometimes, and I started to get worried. I thought he was for a second, and then I realized it was more. Theirs is more a they were abused, and they just are so like there's so much emotional stuff there that it's like even a lot of Annette's condition I think will be alleviated the more she is loved and not abused, and she was scared a lot, and Gloria was mean to her, really mean to her. Like now you guys are seeing Gloria, she tries to put on a sweet face, and you never think that woman is violent. I have never been as scared as I was. I've done a million things in my life. I've been through survival school, and I've had guns held to my head. And when Gloria came at me with a wine bottle, I've never been so scared in my entire life. Richard had to stop her because I thought she was going to kill me. I thought she was going to bash me on the head with a wine bottle, and she was. And Richard thought she was too. He says, I seriously stepped in because I think she was going to kill you with that wine bottle.
I'm glad you're all here too. I think they have a really good bunch here too.
I mean, she came at me with like the most rage I've ever seen. It was so scary.
I always say leave the past in the past and live for the present and enjoy your life.
Except for that I have to live with the woman that says I'm stealing her room when I saved her house and I pay for everything, and she wanted to kill me, basically.
I know.
Because I don't know what happened that day.
Everyone's, why don't you just like stop?
Oh, because we're stuck living with a monster.
It's happening. I mean, this is not.
And we can't get away because we have to take care of Annette.
This is in process. This is not something that's finished. I don't know if you guys noticed, but that house is a long way from finished. Annette is.
Our closet just fell today and almost killed my bunny.
Yeah, I mean, it's like this is just beginning. I mean, I'm so glad you. I mean, it's.
Starting route to budget.
Oh, you got it.
Yeah, almost.
In 2.2 miles, take exit 62 onto Auto Show Drive.
Ain't it the truth, though? I totally understand.
Hey, guess what? We're gonna make it in time. We're only 5 minutes away. We just gotta get gas, so we'll be like pretty much on time. We got 10 minutes. Probably take a smidge to get gas, but
hey,
that's pretty darn cool.
See, that's the power of community here. I mean, our life has significantly gotten better ever since we started broadcasting online again.
Not for you. I'm talking to the Siri.
Until you try, it's not as hard as you think, and you don't have to go out and buy expensive fertilizers. I use banana water for mine and just soaking banana peels in water.
For what?
I don't know. They're having a great little conversation about that. That's very fascinating. Whatever you guys are talking about.
I love it. I love it that you guys talk amongst yourselves. I love that. I love that because that's what this community is about. Oh, this community, as Peggy and Lenny have been doing an amazing job, we're trying to be positivity. And I know what you guys are experiencing is me venting from 12 years of stuff, but the longer that we're all working together, we won't be so frustrated. We're not ever going to yell at Gloria again. There's literally no point, because she doesn't respond. Like, nothing changes from us getting upset with her. Does that make sense? All we do is get upset. But it's like we can talk to her till we're blue in the face. Nothing changes. So we're just trying to live around her and never ever bother to say anything. Like, we're not going to complain about anything. Do whatever you want. Throw out destroy the steak. We didn't say anything. We don't. What would be the point? She's gonna do it again. Like, if it was changed, that's why I get frustrated. Like Annette, you can see this progress.
It's for gardening, Richard.
Gloria, it never changes really. It's like it's Groundhog Day, same thing over and over. So all we're just gonna do is fix the house and not get irritated by her. Like, just kind of let her do her thing. But the more now we have an outlet to talk to you guys, and we can also hopefully get the house fixed, everything will be better. So the less we have to live in this disgusting field, we get less mad at each other too. We're not getting eaten alive by bed bugs, then we'll all be happier and stuff. And then what irritates me the most is when Gloria comes to us as if none of us have been eaten by bed bugs for years. She'll be like, you guys, I have bugs in my bed.
Oh,
Can you
man.
help me? There's bugs. And we're like, oh, really? Like, we haven't had any this entire time. Your daughter's not eaten alive. And so then she like makes this big to do every once in a while when she realizes there's bugs in her bed.
Yeah.
And so it's just like this thing of like, you guys are, oh, she's just old and forgetful. She's been this way her whole life because Gloria forgets what she doesn't want to remember. Does that make sense? Can I say that again? Gloria forgets what she doesn't want to remember. And that's how she's always been. So her memory is selective because when she does something when she knows she's not supposed to do it, she will intentionally never remember that thing. Like it's like her brain she's been doing it her whole life, like she doesn't accept responsibility for any action. So she just, when she does something, she never thinks about it again. And then, oh, I didn't do that. Like it doesn't exist if it was something wrong. Like, so that's just her answer is she doesn't remember if she's ever questioned about something that she did wrong, the answer is I don't remember. So I do realize she forgets things, but she hasn't forgotten her entire life of everything that she has done, like gambled away the entire fortune and stuff. And she knows she gambles because that's why she says, oh, I only gamble a little bit. So you know you gambled. And guess what? You didn't just gamble a little bit because it's all gone and you were the only one that had the money. So where is it? You didn't buy anything useful with it. All we have is a rat-infested house that has a bunch of nasty clothes and nasty food. So where did the like $250,000 go from just the house alone? Where did all this other stuff go, Gloria? Where did all the family inheritance go? Where did all this go? If you didn't gamble, how did you spend that much money?
Okay, we are now in Henderson. Yeah, good point. Grayson went, it's a defense mechanism to put in mind. Is Gloria a narcissist?
Yes.
That Gloria first saying that she doesn't gamble made me chuckle.
I know.
Sorry, I had to
She
click.
likes like the $100, would you say $100 a week or something, some weird number scheme? Who would ever gamble $100 a week? I mean, how would you even siphon that out for the 7 days? What's your amount you get each day at $100 a week? Okay,
Oh wait, let me show these guys Henderson real quick.
Yeah. But we gotta go get the gas first.
I know.
There's where the place is where we're going.
Yeah,
But we're gonna
so
pass
over
it.
there.
We're going to budget.
So you guys, so we're in Henderson. So this is like
The other side of the mountains.
Yeah, Cowboy Central down here.
But we're on the other mountains. They're on the other. Like there's two sets of mountains.
Would you say Gloria is oblivious?
Yeah. I would say Gloria literally does not have any idea what's going on because she chooses to stick her head in the sand. Like we say, stick your head up your ass doesn't give you a pass. Gloria thinks it does. It's just like, oh, I don't want to know what's going on, so that's going to be okay. An acceptable answer as an 81-year-old is, oh, I don't know, or I don't remember.
I know,
for
thanks,
everything I've done my
we gotta
entire
get gas
life.
right here. It's right behind us there.
Yeah, AM, PM here. Cheapest. We'll go get some gas. It's always on the passenger side of the Mercedes. I'm sure it's on the driver's side over here, huh? Moscow, where's the thing? Oh, no, that one. Wait. Isn't it where they show where the thing is where it's at, right? So it's going to be on that side? I'm in a rental. I think it's supposed to be on that side, or is it my side?
Try it over
This
there.
side is this one. That's wrong then. The picture, see? The picture, I always heard that this thing right here, do you guys see this thing? No, it's not me. Show the thing in the car.
I gotta get gas.
Oh.
You probably got 5 minutes
Oh.
later.
I thought I was getting the gas. This car. Okay. Do you guys see what I'm talking about? I always heard that this thing right here, where the hose was where your gas was, but that's not true. Have you guys ever heard that? You guys ever heard that, like, if you didn't know? Oh, there goes. Anyways. Okay. Here we go. Oh, dear. We better not be charging an extra day for, like, these ridiculous glasses. He grabbed the shades of Gloria's that are kind of useless. They're just actually, I think I grabbed them for those, so it's my fault. It's not her fault. But Walmart. You get all these shades and you try them on and it's fine, and then you get home and it's a piece of junk. I hate that about certain places, but that's what cheap stuff is. Always disappointing. Okay, here we go. We are going to drop off this car. I'm trying to put you guys in a good spot. Hey, that works. Not really. We drop off this car, and then we got an Uber to get this. There. Hey, that works. We're gonna drop his car off and then Uber to go get our car. Which these are the things I get a little bit annoyed with my husband. Is I don't know why he decided to do the warranty right now thing. I guess because you have to do it before a certain time. But I'm like, it just didn't feel like the most convenient time. But there were some things wrong with the car, you know, and I'm like, did it have to be now? But I asked him, and he's like, yes, it has to be now. Hey, call me back. And I don't know. Because I guess they weren't calling him back. And so when they finally called him back, he's like, no. He had been calling him for like a month or something. They didn't come, so he said, it has to be now. Because they finally called me back. I was like, all right. But I'm like, it's been such a pain in the neck. Because like we have another car, and we got Uber, and we got Uber, and drive all around. Which we could have just waited and had our own car all week. Because it wasn't broken. It was warranty stuff they had to fix. But at the end of the day, they're fixing it, so I can't complain. And he was right. I didn't think they were going to even cover the stuff, so they are. And they're only going to charge us $100 to cover like all these things they fixed. So it made sense, but the timing is just annoying, if that makes sense.
Oh,
Because we're trying to do all this Annette stuff, and then, yeah, here we go.
I almost
With the future's so bright, you better wear shades. That was my school's. Let's see if this works. Let's see if you guys fall.
Yeah, it's gonna fall.
Oh, it's gonna fall. Seriously. I went to a school that was brand new. It was really weird. So my high school was a brand new high school. So what they did is they pulled.
Roll the back window.
Oh shoot! Yeah, why are those even down? They pulled one grade from a different high school. So like, and then they brought in freshmen. So what they did is they only had freshmen and sophomore the first year. So they brought these kids that were from a different school their freshman year, uprooted them and moved them to the new high school. And then all of us freshmen, it was our first year. I was a freshman, so it was our first year in high school. But so we only had freshmen. I thought I did.
We gotta hold on to it.
Oh, it's not like a Mercedes. Oops. No, you guys, I used to always have crappy cars. I'm not trying to make people feel bad. I worked really hard to get my Mercedes, and it wasn't what we even wanted to get. But like, I've worked really hard my whole life, and I've always drove completely piece of junk cars. So I feel really proud that I have my Mercedes now, and I pay a lot of money for it. So I like to say that my Mercedes is better than this rental car.
Well, it definitely is.
But anyways, thanks for filling that up. You're good. What's his name before that?
I don't know.
Who knows?
You all are the rock stars for real. Thank you so much. That's really nice of you to say, Jay.
Totally. You guys probably said like, they can never remember what they are talking about, and we sit here. They won't read the comments when we tell them what they're talking about. So then
we charge $70 for windshield repair.
Circles.
I know. So we'll see. I hope they did.
Gloria's in denial. So yeah, Gloria's in denial. Who knows? That's usually what we're talking about. My mom used to say, denial ain't just a river in Egypt.
That's hilarious.
Denial ain't just a river in Egypt. My mom always had funny sayings. Is this it right here? So we're going to, I think this is it. Next one. We're going to budget car rental to drop off this little car. It was a fine car. I'm not trying to say it was that bad. I'm just saying what the price people are paying for these cars now, you really should be getting a little bit more of a car. It feels like you're getting more of like the features, like you're getting all this technical stuff, but what happened to the car? Like the seats are pieces of junk, and now I got this nice computer system, but I'm sitting on these crappy little seats that they're already so dirty because it's a rental. Like, I'm shocked at how filthy they got. I'm like, imagine this car in 10 years, it's gonna be a real hunk of junk. And that's unfortunate if someone paid $30,000 for this or something like that. So I evaluate it as if I was the one that bought this car. Whenever I have a rental, I'm like, man, if I bought this, I'd be mad.
Okay, we're returning the car now, and then I'm gonna call it Uber. I need to get your credit card. I'm gonna use that for the Uber.
Oh, okay. I was like, we're not getting another car. All right, that's right.
Hi guys. Hi.
Oh, you want me to go?
Okay, this is off topic, but I'm eating, so I have to ask. Yeah, I've had a lot of Chunky Monkey Ben & Jerry's ice cream.
Oh,
It's only my
yeah.
favorite. Go turn the car in.
Oh,
You have the keys. It's on your name, not
Well,
mine.
you need to get out of the car. You got me
I
sitting
will,
in the
but
car, returning it in. I thought you were coming with me. I thought you were
No, I'm waiting for you to go. I'm gonna stay outside.
It's in the glove box.
I'm staying outside. Oh, it's in my name today? Okay, I'll go. Let me return it.
I'll get it. It was you.
It was? Okay. I was gonna set this thing up and I gotta get the Uber going.
The Uber can be secondary. The rush. This was the rush.
But I
Sit
gotta.
here on our ass for a minute, wait for an Uber.
I see what you're saying.
You're the one on the contract, so you have to sit. And here, let me give you the keys. Hold on, you guys. 5 seconds here. This is the kind of stuff we deal with all the time. Here are the keys. Oh gosh, you know what? Oh. My mailbox keys. Too much going on these days. We are a shit show here. Everybody, we got this little man Frodo. So, we're here at budget car rental, dropping off this Hyundai Sonata we had. It was alright, but I'd be very disappointed if I owned that car because the interior was so terrible I couldn't believe it. And also, I'm gonna go make sure we didn't ruin the car. See, this was the little car we had, this little Sonata. Look at the license plate was 911. You better not get on us for the dirty seats. We didn't do that. There had like stains in the back, like someone had been eating in the back. Okay. Oh, I'm like thinking I'm all, let's go. Oh wait, that's not the car anymore. So now we gotta call it Uber. But then we go pick up our car. So, what Richard keeps like getting on my case about is like, he's saying don't like make fun of if someone else has like one of these cars. Okay, I've had about 15 cars in my life, and all of them until this one were like pretty much below. Besides my Jaguar, most of them I paid for like about less than $4,000, you know, for any of them. So like my first car was like $2,000. I had a 1988 Subaru XT. My second car was like $2,200. It was a 1989 Honda Prelude. Then I had my dad sold me that lemon car. That actually I did pay my dad $6,000. I had to make payments to my dad for $6,000, but it was a 1992 Nissan 300 ZX T-top, black leather interior. And then I had a 1995 Subaru Impreza that I paid $1,600 for. And then I had 1992 Mazda 626 that I paid $2,000 for. Then I've had super. Then I had a 1994 Lexus ES300 that I paid $2,600 for, and then I had a 1994 Subaru SVX that I paid $4,500 for, and then I had a 1997 Infiniti Q45 that was me and Richard's that we paid $1,500 for. Then we had a 2002 Q45 that we paid $4,000 for. And then we finally got a nice car. We got a 2009 Jaguar XF that we paid a little more for. And that's the one that Richard took off-roading when he decided to go live in a cave and uprooted us. Yes, my husband destroyed my car that I bought and moved me into a cave and then said I needed to work from a cave. And I accepted that. And we did that for 3.5 months until he got so sick. I was doing all of that. We would have to hike 3 miles to get food, and then we'd have to hike back up like 2 miles up to the hay. We would every day, so we had a tent in our little cave, and we would cook on a Coleman Grove, and we were blogging on Periscope. So what we would do, we go sit, there was a Jack in the Box like 2 miles down the road that we would go charge. We had battery packs, so we'd charge all of our battery packs and sit there all day and do social media and stuff, and then charge everything up and then to go back up the hill. And we would have to check everything up there. We'd have to check up our propane, our water, all of our food, everything. And when Richard got sick, because he was cooking one day, and we were on rocks, it was a cave of rocks, so we got an air mattress for our tent, but it would pop all the time. So we always had money. Whenever we've been homeless, we had money. We decided to be homeless. It wasn't like we had a ton of money, but we would have money. We'd go buy an air mattress every week, every couple of days with like $40, and we'd buy all our supplies. We always had money. We just chose to live outside because we're weird like that. And people are like, "You were homeless. You lived in a cave." By choice. At any point, we could have gone back to a hotel or whatever, and that's what we had to do. One night, so he was cooking one day on the little Coleman grill, and it was all rocks, and our air mattress would pop like every night too, almost. And we'd be like sleeping, and then we're on rocks. So we put an air mattress on rocks. It was a really thick one. We'd get it from Walmart. We'd walk to the Walmart, which was about 5 miles, pick up an air mattress and walk back. I mean, all we had to do was walk all day, so we would just walk, get supplies, and go back to the cave and vlog it the whole time we were walking and doing stuff. And then it was all on Periscope, and that app came down. So all of our videos were on Periscope. We vlogged the 3.5 months we lived in the cave, and all the videos are on Periscope, and they're gone. We didn't record them. They were lives. We made lives like this, and they're all gone. Richard recorded some stuff, like we have some video, but almost all of it was on live. And now that whole app went down. Twitter bought it or took it over. Periscope. Do you guys ever Periscope? It used to be. It was, I think, the first one that kind of did these lives, and we were on there. And then they took down the app, so you lost all your videos. And we had hundreds and hundreds of videos. Hundreds of videos living in a cave. Anyway, so he was cooking one day, and he fell on the rocks, and he cut his elbow really, really bad. And we had gotten some first aid kit and stuff, so I bandaged him up as best we could. But he ended up getting an infection. And so he was really sick, so he couldn't leave the cave for a couple of days. So actually, not a couple of days, it was like a week. And so I had to get all the supplies and do everything for like a week, all by myself, trekking like 2 gallons of water, 4 cases of propane, like all the food and anything we needed for the day, trekking up this hill after I'd already walked like 5 miles. So I've always been like the one I like doing stuff, and I'm super strong for as small as I am. I'm like freakishly strong. Do you guys ever watch Friends when they talk about Monica? She's freakishly strong. I'm like almost stronger than Richard for his size. Some things he's stronger than me once in a while, but most things I'm stronger, like in the sense of I can carry stuff more than he can. And he's like double my size. But that was fun. But what happened is he got so infected that one night he was just he was gonna die probably. He started kind of like almost seeing the kind of convulsing kind of.
Now we have
to get out of there. So we had a gold chain still, because we didn't have enough money at that point to really get into a hotel at that. So yeah, so we still had a storage. So we used to have our own storage unit. So when I talk about Gloria losing the storage units, that's Richard's parents' storage units. We actually had our own storage unit. That's a whole story about that. But when we lived in the cave, we still had a storage unit in Las Vegas. So we would sometimes go like check to our storage unit, and then we'd sell stuff from our storage unit while we were living in a cave. So like when people are like, "Oh, you guys are homeless," we've always had stuff that we could sell when we were homeless too. We were choosing to be that way. So it wasn't like we didn't have an option. That's why when people act like you moved in a glorious place because you had no, we've always had options. We're there because of Annette. And we would not be there because of Gloria. If Annette didn't exist, I could honestly give a crap what was going on in that house. Gloria could just sit there because she's such a nasty individual. If she wants to live in her own filth, that'd be fine with me, but I'm not going to let her do that to her daughter. So that's why we are there, because Annette doesn't have a choice. Gloria does. Gloria chooses.
Why is somebody texting?
Oh! Right, I gave out I was like, what's that? Okay, text now. Anyways, but so that I had a gold chain on the night. So when Richard got really sick, we go back to the cave. That night we couldn't get to our storage unit because it closes at 10, and the only thing we had on us, because we didn't have enough cash to get to a hotel, we had a gold chain. Still, I was wearing it. And so it was about 10. It was about maybe
Pretty
9:30
exciting,
or
pretty exciting
something.
adventure.
And we realized we had to get. We were in Enterprise, which is kind of. We're in Summerlin. Right now we're in Henderson. We live in Summerlin. Enterprise would be like the other side. So we're this way. We're east. We're normally west. Enterprise is like southwest. So that's where we were at, and we had to get like over to like close to the strip to a pawn shop that closed at 11. So I had to grab all of our stuff, and Richard was so sick. He was like barely able to walk. I had to pack up anything that we had from the cave, try to track down, and we got to the place, like I think it was like 10 to 11 or something, and we pawned the necklace, and then we went and stayed at Wild West, which doesn't exist anymore. It makes me so sad. They tore down Wild West. If anyone knows that, Wild West used to be on Tropicana, and right there, right next to the I-15 in Tropicana. And we stayed there, and then we never went back to the cave. But the next day, they filled in the caves, actually. The city did a thing where they paid, there was a big project where it was like $250,000. They went and filled like tons of caves here in Las Vegas, so no one can go in the caves anymore that we lived in. They filled them with a bunch of dirt because they thought they were unsafe. Because if you went in there, things could fall down on you, you know, and kids were going in there. They were doing a lot of bonfires and stuff in these caves, so they filled them all in. But we didn't even know they were going to fill it in the next day. They were going to come and fill in the cave we were staying in the next day, and if Richard hadn't been sick, we would have been like woken up to them putting dirt in the cave while we're trying to sleep. So it was just, that's how weird stuff like that happens with us, like the timing. We had no idea. We were blogging, people were like, did you guys know that? We're like, no. He was just that ill, we had to go that night. And the next morning, so it would have been really bad too, because he was sick, and they would have been coming in trying to put dirt in our cave while he was like on his deathbed, basically. But many times, Richard, we've both been very, very ill, almost dead several times, because either we were living in a cave, or things like the alcohol and bulimia almost killed me several times. My alcohol addiction was really insane. It's probably hard for you guys to even understand now, because like I don't drink at all, and it just seems. But I was like, alcohol was my thing. Like I could not. I snuck it all the time. Like I lied to him all the time about alcohol. Not like that I drank it all, like, but it'd be like, did you just drink that whole bottle kind of thing? Oh no. Oh no, you know, like he would leave and I would chug like a liter of rum or something, you know.
The other channel is called Jedi Rich Creative Producer. That's where you'll find the UFO. You're gonna search for UFOs. Just go to the channel. You can go to my channel and search UFOs.
We lived in the cave for, was it 3.5 months or 3 months?
It was 3.5 months. No, wait, 2.5 months. 2.5 months.
See, I'm
it was
always
like
going.
it was like when we got there.
November. We got there in the end of November, and we left.
So December, January, February, middle of February.
Middle of February. We got there at end of November, like around Thanksgiving in November, and then like November 26th.
She would like to know where you get your headbands.
These ones I actually get from Amazon. They came in a set of like 5 colors. There was a yellow one, but I wore it too often, so it started to get dirty.
One minute.
But
1 minute.
they come in. It's a set. I think I want to say it was anywhere from like 10 at most 15, but I think it was around $10. I think there's 5 of them. And what's neat about them is they're totally. So my hair looks lame without headbands because I don't straighten it. I actually am getting gray hair. 39, I have gray hair already. What's annoying about headbands, they don't always fit people's heads, but these ones flex, so you can make them fit your head, and then all this is all flexy too, so you can make it look like a bunny if you want, you know, that bunny.
It's fun. Heavy. Okay.
But that'd be ridiculous. It's kind of cute, bunny. But what I like about these ones is you can kind of move them around. Where some headbands, they get on your head and they just look stupid. And so I have so many headbands. People get them for me. But also, I don't like 95% of them. So people, oh, you like headbands? They give you some. Thank you. I would always say thank you, but I'm just saying when you try them on, I'm not saying to them you do that, but you try on, you're like, what? They're stupid. But it's a really good thing if you want to keep getting your hair healthy, because why we don't have healthy hair? It's because we blow dry and straighten it and dye it. At least that's what I did. And we're expected to, because it's like, I don't know, they think like if your hair is not perfectly straight or like perfectly curly, mine has always been just that like in between, which is just nonsense. And that's like weird. Like I have people tell me all the time, oh, I really liked when your hair was like really straight. And I'm like, yeah, me too, except for that my hair was falling out when it was that way. So now, yeah, it's a little wacky half the time, but it's getting healthier and healthier each day as I don't straighten it or blow dry it. And I stopped doing that. Actually, there's our car. I was gonna say, oh no, wait, never mind, that's someone else's car. I just saw a car pull up. You think it'd be your
White Prius.
oh, that's not, oh, there's our car. Oh, hello. She has a mask on still. I guess some people still wear those.
Hello.
Hello. So here we go. Oh. Yes, thank you. So here we go. Oh, people are okay. Man, everyone wants to like get us in trouble. Why is everyone so obsessed with getting us in trouble when all we're trying to do is help our sister? I really don't get this. It's the weirdest thing. Weirdest thing. Everyone has like this obsession of like getting us in trouble. And fixed my hair now after I was playing with the headband. So yeah, my hair without a headband just doesn't do anything. It just looks retarded. So I do the headband, and then I can hide the gray too. I'm getting gray right here. I got gray hair. I'm all this stress. Okay. Yeah. So if you guys, for those that don't know, so I'm 39 and Richard's 56 too. So we have quite an age difference, but I like that. My whole life, everyone always said I was going to marry an older guy because I was a little bit too mature for people my age. I've always kind of been off to the races. I don't really relate to people my age. I kind of feel like an old lady, like my whole life. Like I was never really a kid because I spent so much time with my mom. I only really hung out with my mom, so I'm basically like a New Yorker that was born in 1959. I've said this before because everything I say and do is like what my mom did. I spent so much time with my mom. That's why it's a really big deal that she committed suicide. Because, like, me and my mom, anybody knows that was like, my mom was like so into me. Like, I was like her life. And everybody knew how much she was obsessed with me. So it's hard for anyone to even imagine that she would kill herself because she had me. That's why it's a little bit questionable if maybe my stepdad was involved. But I don't know if she did or didn't, but so that's why I did not take it well when my mom died, and I lost my mind, and I became a really bad alcoholic and really bulimic, and I basically just wanted to die. So I kept trying to kill myself, and I couldn't die. I was so mad, getting in DUIs, trying to kill myself. I tried to OD on pills 3 times. It didn't work. So I'm so thankful now. It didn't work. Now I'm here. But I hear a lot of people on here have lost their moms and dads and loved ones. And it's hard. I know. But we're all here for each other. And it sounds like this community's got a lot of different things. We've got people with addictions and eating disorders and family issues, because that's what we all, everyone has that. There is no family that doesn't have issues. So anybody that thinks that there's like this perfect family, it doesn't exist. But ours is definitely pretty extremely weird. So thank you guys for accepting us and being a part of it. We are now in an Uber heading to where our car is. And hopefully they'll be done. And then we allow judgment. Here's the thing. It really doesn't matter what like you think about someone, like in as far as like people have all these preconceived notions or whatever. All you gotta do is just look at what someone's doing. Like actions speak louder than words. So like, do you really think like what we're doing is that bad? You really think that Annette was better without us? I mean, that's just the bottom line question you gotta say. Was Annette better before Joy and Richard arrived? And if you say yes, well, you're a little bit insane. But I'm really arguing why you think that would be a yes. But if you say she's better with us, then really, whatever method we've had to do, if you see it's this crazy house, you've had to throw pancakes at Gloria, it's better now than it's ever been. So, and even like anything that, okay, oh, you don't like that we're sharing this? Well, it's helping other people, and it's helping Annette. Annette loves the social media thing. That's the only reason why she's doing so well right now. She wasn't doing this well before we started. She was on her meds, but she was just like, she never interacted with us. You know, we'd see her for like 5 seconds while she got her cigarettes, and we'd, you know, bring her food, and we'd say, but she never, ever, ever came in our room and sat in our room, or let us sit in her room for a blog or anything like that. That has never happened ever. We have never spent more than like 5 minutes at a time with Annette, unless she was in the car to go only to get cigarettes, and that's about it. And only when we pick her up to drive her home. Annette would not go, oh, and if we could, doctor's appointments. That's it. Annette would not go anywhere with us. We could not be like, Annette, you want to go to the store? No. You want to? No. No, no, no is the answer, always. Now it's sometimes no, sometimes yes. It just depends. And it's sometimes yes, and that's amazing. This morning she went shopping with us, and she was so excited. Just things like that get annoying. I don't know why. So significant. It's like everyone. It's like such an issue with Joy. If it's Richard's name, it would have been fine. But Joy's name's on it, even though Joy's paying all the bills. But if my name's on something, if I have a right to something, oh dear. It's like, just be the slave and pay all the bills, but don't actually like have any right here in this house. And I stole Gloria's bedroom. But I don't care, because my own family kicked me out like 3 times. So this family accepted me. So that's just crazy talk. I mean, I know they all love me and they need me. And when I go to New York, which hopefully I won't have to go, but when I do go, it's always, when I come back, I get a little bit more appreciation, because they're like, oh, Joy's back. Even Gloria gets excited. Kinda. It's always she's always not that happy when they come back, but she's kinda happy, because then I'll start cleaning, because the house is a wreck, but she's a little bit, Joy's back. Because when I'm not there, Gloria goes back to her old ways. And the house becomes a mess, and she mistreats her kids and stuff. When I'm there, she kind of puts on her best behavior, because she knows I'm going to snap at her and not let her beat Annette. So I'm going to say, nah, you can't talk to Annette like that. So, and you can't talk to your son like that. And so she doesn't like me. Because her kids were too, we stand up to their mom, and most people are. I'd have a hard time standing up to my own mother. And I wouldn't have normally done this. People are like, well, you're out of place. I'm doing it because Annette was going to die if we didn't step in, and no one else could do it. There isn't enough money that could have done it, and there isn't another person that could have done it, because I'm barely able to do it, and that's only because I've been with the family for 12 years, and I still barely get any, thing from Annette. Imagine a stranger. I'm telling you, as much as she likes you guys, there's no way she'd let you in the house to do what I'm doing. And she barely lets me, and I've been there for 12 years in the sense of, part of the family. She's known I've been around, but she, I met her 12 years ago. We'd see her occasionally, not very often, but so she knows who I am. Gloria talked about me incessantly. Gloria used to love me because I used to give her everything. Joy this, joy that. Oh, Annette used to only hear praises about Joy before we moved in and had to take away her gambling money to pay the bills. But before that, I gave her money. I didn't care. Do whatever we want. We'd give her money all the time to go gambling. We didn't know Annette was dying. We didn't know she was neglecting Annette. We didn't know these things because she lied to us. We knew the house wasn't being paid for, but we thought early on we didn't know that. And then we got her a lawyer. Then we thought she was paying it, because we got her a lawyer, and for 2 years we paid for a lawyer for them to get the mortgage lowered to $1,300 a month, which she can afford. She can't afford $2,200 on her own. We get that, but she can afford $1,300. And we thought she was paying that, because we paid $600 a month for 2 years for a lawyer. On top of that, we were giving Gloria $600 a month cash, which in hindsight, if we had known, we could have paid her mortgage ourselves. But she didn't tell us that, and she told us she needed that money, and she needed the lawyer, and she needed all these things, so we would get her whatever she wanted if we could afford it, which we usually couldn't. We were always giving Gloria, when we went without to give to her, not knowing that she was just gambling everything we were giving her. And like we were sacrificing our lives to give to her, thinking that she had nothing. And even when she'd be like, oh my God, my mom, she has nothing, no, we gotta help her. And then always. And we didn't realize she just was hoarding it and blowing it all away. And that's why we get upset. And that's why everyone's like, I don't understand. And why, if we didn't have to live with her, we could be like, yeah, that's past, let's move forward. But every single day we deal with her negative energy, and every day she upsets Annette in some way, because Annette will be in a good mood and then Gloria sets her off. That's usually what sets Annette off. And we don't even know what she says, but she'll just say something and Annette will be off for the rest of the day. And she did that with this thing. Like, Annette was loving blogging, and then Gloria said something to her, and then she's been off because Gloria said something. Richard remembers, she said something about it, and then Annette after that didn't like it. Remember, Gloria was bitching about the blog.
Yeah, I remember that.
Oh, she said Gloria was upset because the police were called and said, we're all going to get in trouble, you can't blog anymore. And then after that, now it's not liked it near as much as she used to. Do you guys remember when she, like, in the beginning, anyone was here, she loved it. And as soon as Gloria put her negative energy about the cops, which, whatever, it's not the first time the cops have been called to that house. She used to call them on Annette all the time. So I don't know why she's freaking out about it. But now Annette doesn't really like blogging as much as she did. So it's just frustrating because Gloria sabotages anything that's like good for Annette. I know. Yeah, I know it's free to be kind, and I am kind every single day. I've sacrificed my life for this family. Some people don't realize. I am bitching out about the woman that tried to destroy my husband and his sister, and she will every single day if I don't do what I do. And everyone, be kind. I'm being kind to her children. My kindness is going to her children of a mother who abused her children. So I'm not going to show kindness to the abuser who still abuses them. So sorry, I'm not going to be kind to the abuser who continually abuses her children. My kindness goes to the children. And yes, my husband is a 56-year-old child of an abusive mother.
She's very abusive.
So that's why he's still very childlike and why I mother him. And he calls me mom. Gloria gets confused because he calls me mom, and every once in a while she'll hear it and it's like, what? He's been calling me mom since we've been together. So it was really weird when we first moved in because he called me mom because he didn't have a mom, so it just kind of became our thing. He's like, you're like my mom, so he called me mom. So when we first moved in, he had to stop doing that because Gloria's like, what? He's like, not you, Joy. She's like, you call Joy mom? So like, who's driving? We're in an Uber. Oh, we're in one of these new, they just drive themselves. We're in an Uber. Remember, we're going to get our other car. Who's driving? Yeah, I just look at, oh, I'm driving, you guys. Oh, no, we just hit something. Anyways, that's the only reason why I get frustrated, because it's every day, like, she still puts her negative energy on everything. And even just today, like putting the steak in the freezer. You know why she put the steak in the freezer? There's actually a reason why she did that too. She put it in the freezer and not the fridge because she thinks I'm gonna throw out a steak in the fridge. That's what she doesn't understand, what I'm throwing out. I am throwing out rancid food that no one's going to eat. And what rancid food can be with Gloria is next day old leftovers, because her food first day is not very good. She can cook good, but now she's just got this attitude she won't anymore, so everything she cooks is just garbage ever since she's got this little attitude towards us. So she doesn't even try. She literally just doesn't even like cook properly. You know, it's like half-asses the whole thing. So the food's just garbage. When she used to be a good cook. When I was being bulimic, of course, she was making these amazing meals. And I'm like, oh my gosh, as you can smell it. And I'm like, oh dear, trying to tempt me. Now, ever since I stopped being bulimic, it's like she won't cook. It's like dog crap she's making for Annette. And Annette won't eat our food. We're not driving, sleepy. We're not driving. We're riding in an Uber. People keep saying, who's driving? But anyways, but yeah. So it's irritating because she can cook good. That's what's irritating. And she's not. But, so she's making this slop that's so disgusting day one, and Annette doesn't even want it day one, and then she leaves it out all night, and then wants to put it in the fridge not covered or something, and then think someone wants to eat it the next day. She would heat it up for Annette. So I'm throwing that food out. But I would never in a million years throw out a steak that I for Annette that you put in the fridge after you had marinated it. No way in God's green earth would I do that. This was where we can't even have an understanding of the difference of what things I'm throwing out. So why she put it in the freezer was she was trying to hide it from me of throwing it out. She was worried I was gonna throw out a steak because I throw out rancid, nasty, like gluten-y, like she made one morning macaroni and cheese. It was Kraft macaroni and cheese that she added just some extra nasty like Velveeta cheese on top. Put it in the oven, baked 2 batches of it at 8:30 in the morning. It sat out all day. No one touched one bite of it. Stuck that in the fridge and got mad because I threw that out. You know, day 2, no one ate it. Day 1, no one wanted it. No one's gonna eat it. We don't eat that stuff, and Annette don't want that crap either. Gloria didn't eat it. Gloria's anorexic, doesn't want to ever eat. Just drink. She just drinks beverages all day. Gloria likes beverages. That's where she gets all of her weight from. She doesn't realize she's not heavy. She's small, but if she didn't drink beverages, she would be probably basically dies. A woman will not. We used to give her food. Oh no, too much. No, I don't. No, you're trying to make me fat. Constant, which was really negative for Annette because Annette used to have an anorexia issue. Not lately with her new meds. She's just eating and eating. Poor thing. We feel bad because we're happy she's eating because she used to have such an anorexia issue. She wouldn't eat anything. But now the food she's choosing is making her not so happy. So she's choosing such bad food options that she's getting really grumpy. And that's part of the issue too. And that's why I'm frustrated. I want Gloria to make better stuff, like make that steak instead of freezer burning the steak. So now they had to eat some nasty fish, frozen fish thing that her sister had got from a food bank because I didn't get a chance to go back to the store. Remember, we were at the store this morning and I thought they had a protein because they have plenty of carby stuff, but they needed a protein. Then by the time we get home, Gloria had freezer burned the protein, and we've been blogging all day and had to go get the P.O. box and all this stuff, and then we almost late for the car. So I didn't get them another protein, so Annette is eating some probably nasty fish sticks kind of thing. It was like frozen fish sticks thing. And it's like, that's not what I want her eating. I wanted her to have a very nice steak that I spent a lot of money on, that we rarely can afford steaks, and we really couldn't afford it, but I really wanted Annette to have a nice steak, and Gloria ruined it. And that's why I get frustrated. Now I can't even afford to get Annette another steak. So even if I'd gone to the store, I couldn't afford to get her a steak. You know, I would have had to get something, hopefully something better than like fish sticks. Whatever would have been on sale, probably chicken or something. But Gloria hates cooking chicken, but she used to make chicken like every day. And now if I get chicken, she's like, so much work to make chicken. Can you get a steak? It's much easier. I'm like, yeah, Gloria, and steaks also cost like $20 a steak. So no, I can't get that every day for your lazy ass who just basically walks to the nicest club in the world that you get to go to, that we paid for your dues that you could go because you didn't pay them $7,000, and then you usually walk to the gym and just hang out at the pool all day and then come home and bitch that you might have to cook some chicken for your daughter who won't even let us cook for her. She wants you to cook for her, and you bitch about making some chicken. I mean, she says, it's a lot of work. Can you guys go get KFC instead? KFC is not even nearly as nutritious as when Gloria makes it. Not that Gloria's is much better, but like KFC is like the worst. We don't want her on fast food all the time either, and we can't afford it. So it's just stuff like that. It's just constant. Like everything is just it just never could be easier. It's like just we go forward, they put the car in reverse. So we'll get in there. But you guys at least we're finally getting some people that are like, Gloria seems to be a little bit selfish. You don't say. But hey, guess what? The more you guys understand that I won't, guess what? I won't bring up Gloria if I don't hear another comment of, you should be nicer, or, you shouldn't take the old lady's room, or, you should this or that. Then I won't bitch about it. But every time I see someone say that, I'm like, how can you even say that, considering, unless you haven't watched any of our videos. If you're brand new about the only time, go watch a video and see what this woman has done to her family. And then complain that I am bitching about this old lady, okay? So, that's my 2 cents. What's he doing over here?
Oh, I just texted him.
Yeah, why don't you talk for a minute?
Okay. Hi, everyone. See, get some things here. Oh, wow. So, yeah, we're gonna go get our car today.
Oh, they want to know about the cave.
Oh, you wanna know about the cave?
Tell them a little bit why we went to the cave.
Okay, why we went to the cave was because there was this guy that he was a real creepy troll, and he trolled us on Twitter all the time. We couldn't stand him, so we went up and tried to get out of the cave, but he found us up there.
Oh gosh.
And then,
Oh gosh, I thought he was going to tell the real reason. Problem is, when he tells a joke, no one knows he's joking. So I told him, you can't do that too much because people will think you're lying because they don't understand you're joking, and they're like, he said this, that was lying. Like, so stop saying jokes that people don't understand it's a joke because they don't know. It's not why we went to the cave. Why we went to the cave was Mandalay Bay happened. Do you guys remember the Mandalay Bay shooting? Do you guys remember that? Where 58 people died and like 700 people got injured. It happened at a country music festival in 2017. It was October 1st, 2017, here in Las Vegas. It was a really big deal, but they kind of tried to brush it under the rug because it's not good for tourists. But did you guys hear about that? Well, we were extremely affected by that because it happened right behind our house. We were living right near the strip when that happened. We could see the Luxor and the Mandalay Bay from our bedroom window, and we were almost always on the strip every night at the time. We happened to fall asleep early that night. It was a Friday night, and we didn't even know it happened until we woke up and our phones were like had been blown up. We were actually doing social media then, and people were like blew up our phones, being like, "Oh my gosh, were you guys at the event? Are you okay?" Blah 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 blah. And our neighbors had been there with their kids at this festival where this guy killed 58 people. And 700 people got injured. It happened here in Las Vegas in 2017. It was the Mandalay Bay shooting. It was awful. One man from there's a lot of controversy of what really happened, but what they say happened is this one guy went into the Mandalay Bay, got a room, had been hauled up there for like a week or so, stocked up a ton of guns up there. They didn't notice because he kept bringing it at different times in bags. And then he just started shooting up a music festival that was across the way, right, like in front of the Luxor. There was a big open field like area where they were having a country music festival. He just shot all these innocent people. It was horrific. It was awful. And Las Vegas wanted to kind of brush it under the rug because they don't like that. I mean, they talked about it, but then like you don't even hear about it, much more. Like it was like they talked about it for as short as they could, and a lot of people got very upset because they didn't even put a memorial there. They put a memorial way the heck in North Las Vegas because they didn't want anyone to remember that when they come to Las Vegas. They don't want to see that on the strip. So they didn't even give the people like a nice thing like they did in New York City for like 9/11. They have that memorial. Here they're like, you got to go way on the other side of town because we don't want to deter tourists. So stuff like that we think is messed up because we've had loved ones, and that's not fair to those people who lost their loved ones that they won't even give them. Like, they should at least, there's nothing where that used to be. They made it a parking lot for the Raiders stadium, so they could have made a memorial there. Instead they made a parking lot for the Raiders stadium where the event happened, because they didn't want to put like anything else there. No one wants to have a casino where all those people died, so they put a parking lot. But they could have made a memorial. So things like that really upset us, and we've gone at Vegas a lot of times on social media. We've gone at the bloggers, we've gone at the news medias. We found out that the Raiders Stadium, that the roof was put together improperly, and we told everyone it was going to break, and it broke, and they hated us for it. What happened is we found out that they put together we were tracking the whole road to pass right now, in a little bit what's coming up, like, barely see it. Hold on, we'll get a view in a second. Barely see it. See in a second. We're getting closer. I'll show you as we get closer. We were documenting, because I'm I used to be a huge football fan, and I was a Niners fan, not a Raiders fan. But I loved football. I junior high, I was a cheerleader at my little Christian school, and I was so good at football they didn't want any girls on the team. But then one time they were doing so bad, so they pulled me from the cheerleading squad. So I played football, flag football, in my cheerleading outfit. Then in high school, I wanted to play football. My mom wouldn't let me. She said I'd get hurt, so I cheerleaded instead. But which is weird. Football became a cheerleader, but I did dance, so I liked cheerleading as well. But anyways, so I was really into the stadium, and I got. We had all this stuff, and he was insane about. He walked we didn't even have a car. We walked everywhere with our camera gear, all this stuff of carrying the tripods, and we would document the stadium, which we're about to come up onto.
Let's see.
Here we go. Let's see. Let me see. Huh?
No. In disguise.
Hold on. It's coming. So then, I can't see it yet. We're being blocked by this overpass. Give me 1 second here, you guys. I keep thinking I have a view, and then it's like, no view. Here we go. There it is. There's the stadium. Do we got a little bit of view? Wait. Roll down the window. She's got the AC on. I don't know if she wants me to roll down the window. There's the Allegiant Stadium. This is the Raiders Stadium. This is what we documented the whole thing being built. Can I roll down the window a second?
Oh, do you want me to have her?
Can I do a 5 second? No, can I do a 5 second?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. There we go.
Oh, that's nice.
There it is. There's the
That's gorgeous.
Raiders Stadium. So what happened with this stadium is we were documenting the whole thing, and we were doing it on YouTube, actually, our original YouTube channel way back in the day that we don't have access to anymore. We went as much as we could. We didn't have a car, so we came as often as we could to document that as they were building it. And everyone knew us. We were always down here. We were the Jedi with our nunchucks. We called ourselves Jedi then. Jedi Joy and Jedi Rich, and we had our nunchucks, and we document every day, how, every couple of days, the progress of the stadium. Okay? And one day, and then we even did the Raider Nation song. I don't know if I just told you about that, where I sang the song and they hated it. But anyways, one day we're down there, and we lived pretty close where we could walk there. We go down there and we noticed there was these cranes and these trusses that they'd been putting up. These trusses. The trusses are the things for the roof, to mount the roof. So this is getting pretty far into where they're almost done with the stadium. They're just kind of working on the roof part now. This is in 2019. 2019 it must have been, because they wanted to finish for the 2020 season. Their inaugural season, 2020, was gonna be a good one, You guys know what happened in 2020. No one got to go to the stadium. But anyways, they were rushing to get it done for 2020. And so the construction guys kept making mistakes and really rushing and half-assing things. So what happened is we were going down there and we noticed that there was this crane that was being held on a truss. So how they would mount a truss is they would use these massive cranes and they'd mount the truss, and then they'd remove the crane, and then they'd go and do another truss. And it was like a lot of trusses. I forget how many, anywhere from 50 to 100 trusses I think they have to put up. I can't remember how many. Maybe that's more than I'm thinking. I don't know. So it goes all the way around. So I guess we noticed that this one crane doesn't move off this truss for because we live close. So it'd been like a week they hadn't moved this crane, and that's not the procedure they're doing. We'd seen them doing it. They always would mount it and then remove the crane the next day. So a crane would only be on one truss for maybe a couple of days, not a week. And maybe it had even been 2 weeks now at this point. So we go down there and we start asking questions, because we were kind of into being reporters, finding out what's on the scene. Talked to this one female iron worker, and she says, they up the trusses. They put together them wrong. They put a piece upside down on half of the trusses, the ones that are already up, that they've already installed, that take forever to do. It's a huge process every time. Like I said, it took a couple days to get the thing up, and now they're trying to get it done before the 2020 season, so they're behind. They were already behind because there was it snowed in Vegas in 2019, which is weird, and all these weird things had happened that had really slowed down their thing, and they had extra money, extra expenses already, and they were really rushing, and if they got done on time, they got a huge bonus, the construction guys. So they were pushing to get done, and it wasn't ready. And so get this, we start telling everybody that the trusses are put together wrong, because this girl tells us, she said that they put them together, one piece is upside down, so when they got to this end, they realized they were going to be off plumb, which meant they wasn't going to fit. And you know how, like, if you guys know anything about, like, when you build something like a structure, it has to be 100% precise, because that's can be deadly. Like, it can crumble, it can, an earthquake can hit, and that thing is gonna not stand up. If it's like, that's why you have architects make a lot of money, and engineers and architects make a lot of money. It's really, really precise. There's no being anything off. It was like, I think it was like, less than an inch off, but it's like, it doesn't matter. That is, your project is wrong because they put it together wrong. It's like when I was putting together my bunny house, I put one piece wrong together, so the tops didn't line up. So I had to take it all apart and put it back together. There was no fixing it. I literally had to say, I was like, oh, good thing I didn't do that with Annette's bed. I'd done that before. But listen to this. They didn't want to do that because they weren't going to be able to finish in time. So they decided to try to retrofit it and fix all the pieces in the air while they were already mounted. Well, guess what happened when they went to mount the roof in 2019? It burst. It exploded, and like eight like 1-ton bolts went flying off of the thing, and like it felt like an earthquake hit Vegas. Like when this thing, people don't barely remember this, the stadium like blew because they tried to mount this thing, and it was one of those like pressure tops that it was something. And so when they tried to do, the bolts went flying, and it actually hurt some people and stuff. It didn't kill anyone, but these 1-ton bolts, 8 of them went flying, darting across the stadium while workers were in there knocking over stuff, and so we were saying this on social media, and they thought we were insane. They thought that we were just trying to talk bad about the Raiders, and we got so much hate and all this stuff. Well, it turned out they had to get like 8 engineers to come and try and fix the stadium, and now the roof still leaks. It's on there, but it leaks, and I think they potentially could have issues but they got it done for 2020, and they got their bonus, and then they didn't even have a 2020 season. The pandemic hit, and so no one was allowed to go to the stadium. But so they potentially, I still think the stadium's unsafe. I wouldn't go to a game there. I don't know. It's all up to you if you want to go, but there's the truth from us that they put it together wrong. And we got hate. Oh, so much hate for that. But we heard it directly from an iron worker, but we couldn't give her name out because she would have been in trouble for talking to us. Because I don't think she was supposed to tell us that. She just really, didn't say she was supposed to, but I'm sure that no one wanted to know that was the deal. So it had just happened, so she just said so nonchalant, oh yeah, they put together wrong, whatever. But later it was like, shh, don't tell anyone. And she'd already spilled the beans to us, and so we told all of Las Vegas. We contacted all the news medias and stuff, like telling them what's going on with the stadium, and no one wanted to know anything about it. This was before the bolts blew. So we said it wasn't gonna fit. We said they're not going to be able to mount that roof because they did it wrong. And they said, you guys are crazy. That's crazy. They know what they're doing. And then it busted. And it could have killed people. It may have. Sometimes you don't even know here. They slide everything under the rug. But it definitely hurt some people. We know that because like these 1-ton bolts. Imagine you're working on that project and you're just standing there and these bolts go flying, 8 of them all over the stadium. Because when they bust, it's like it's like a pressure cooker, like when you take the lid off, it pop, and this stuff went blown. Hey, here we are to pick up our car. Ooh, yay! I'm so excited. I missed my car.
Yeah?
Yes. Oh, there it is. There's my car. I see it right now. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
I'll show you guys my car for those of you that don't.
Yeah.
Our car's here. Yeah,
Great driving.
Thank you. Here's my car. There it is. There she is. We missed her. That one right there. So we bought this, gosh, I think it's been less than 6 months ago now. We're making pretty hefty payments on it, but there's only one. This little place didn't need much. The little car dealership we're at right now is where we bought it. They didn't require much paperwork and stuff. They were just like, here you go, here's the keys. You just have to pay us a fortune every month. But so everywhere else they would give us a loan. So that's nice. There's my car. very proud of it because, like I was saying earlier, I've had a lot of. So when I'm saying, you know, I had cars that were like $1,500, $2,000, that means they're always breaking down. You know, you always got stuff doing. So it's kind of nice to have a car that's actually reliable. This wasn't in the shop because it broke down. This was a warranty that we should have run into. They made us buy an expensive warranty here. That was the thing. Like, high payments and you have to buy this warranty. Okay. We had no option. No one else would load it. Every other car place was like, you guys don't have enough credit or don't have big enough down payment or whatever. So this was literally the only one we could get, and I love it. They're my little car. So it's an ML. It's 2014 ML 350, and I love it. It's the coolest thing I've ever had in my whole life. So that's our car. It's a beast. I was just driving that little, I've always had cars. I've never had this is like a truck. This thing is a beast. I've always been cars in it, and now I'm like, man, I really like driving a truck. I've always liked driving trucks. I just never had one. I had boyfriends that had them, but I did not like driving that little car. It was so low. Our car is bumpy because it's kind of like a truck, you know, it's a big like SUV. It's not super smooth like a car, but I prefer that than being down low now. I used to always do like sports cars and stuff like that. I said I had a 2-seater car, and I've had 2-door cars, you know, and this thing. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. Oh, guess what? I have a car wash that I bought. I hope those are still valid for, I don't know how many days a car wash is valid, but I got it the day that I didn't know we were going to turn it into this place, and the car wash wasn't open yet, so I have one of those little things, so maybe I get that on my home. This thing's dirty. Here in Vegas, they do this thing where, you know, you get your cheaper gas if you get a car wash, which pretty ends up probably being the exact same thing, exact same deal. It's like, it's this amount without the car wash, or get a car wash and it's this amount. And I'm like, do those end up being the exact same amount? Probably, right? Yeah, let's get a car wash. Yeah, I have one in my purse, like one of the, let's see if it expired. They better give you a couple days. If it's like a 1-day thing, I'm gonna be irritated. If like you had to get the car wash that day. Let's see. Let's find out here, you guys. Where's my other phone? It doesn't say, but I'm sure it's probably works then because it was on the 21st. It's been a couple days. Do you think that would still work? They probably will see that you had a car wash and you still have the tickets. That's probably fine, right? Fabulous Freddy's. Still take it. But what do you guys? Someone's probably picking this. Alright, let's see. Okay. Thank you guys. Oh, sound. Can you just not hear me, or is there no sound? Oh, okay. I don't know what's going on. So, yeah. Don't worry about the trolls and stuff. People try to just bring up all this stuff. Don't worry about it, you guys. Just, trolls just try to throw us all off of, like, this nice energy we have going on. And I honestly, I don't understand. I really don't understand people that do stuff like that to other people. I honestly want to ask you guys, like the people that troll, like I don't understand why you do that. Like I really don't understand what's wrong with you. Like I don't understand why you go into people's blogs and say nasty things to the people that are blogging, especially when you see that they're trying really hard to like make their schizoaffected sister's life better when she was being abused by her mother. But like even if it wasn't that, even if like someone's blogging, like I don't like, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with your head when you go in and you see people are trying to be positive and trying to like have this nice community, you go in and be the nasty person and say nasty things about someone? Like what is wrong with you? What is wrong with every person that has ever said something nasty to anybody online? What is wrong with you? You might think I've been nasty to my mother-in-law who abused my husband and his sister and has been horrible to all of us the last 12 years, like making me work my ass off while she lied to us and abused them and lost everything and destroyed everything. And we were working so hard to always try to take care of her, not knowing that she was completely like just taking advantage of us and basically abusing us with our finances too. And she had no problem that I was working my ass off while she lied to me. You know,
Did I miss anything?
Oh, yeah.
Is it clean enough inside there?
Oh yeah, that's great. Thank you so much. Oh, is it? Oh, it's looking great. Yeah, I think I don't have the keys. I have to lock. But I really don't understand, honestly, why the world is where like Peggy and Lenny have to work so hard. Because on this thing, like I don't understand why the world has become so corrupt that we have people that they don't do anything like themselves, and they don't go out and do a blog themselves. Okay, do you guys ever hear that Britney Spears song? That one, I forget what it's called, but she says there's people that are that entertain and there's people that observe. But I don't understand why the observers have to be so nasty. Because why don't you go entertain instead of making fun of people that entertain? Why don't you go out and do a blog and see what it's like when people say nasty things to you the entire time when you're just trying to do something nice and say, oh, well, you're trying to make money. You don't try to make money for a living? And guess what? I'm not really trying to make money. We were trying to help Annette. But if this can make money while we help Annette so I don't have to be gone all the time when I'm trying to help Annette, that would be great. But guess what?
Hey.
Why would it be wrong if we got money to help Annette's room so she's not living in bed bugs?
Why is that bad?
Why is that bad?
Why does that bother anybody?
Why does that bother anybody? You want Annette living in
why would you want to stop
feces
Joy
and bed
from
bugs?
helping?
Like, I
my
really
sister?
want to know why. Like, it boggles my brain.
Heather,
This is
Em,
why I
tell
get
me
upset.
why you want her to
I
stop.
want to know why nasty individuals think that we should
Heather,
let
when you come
Annette
back tomorrow,
suffer.
I want you to write an
That's
essay.
what I want to
I
know.
want Heather M to come back with an essay, a 3-page essay on why it is you want to stop Joy from helping someone who is mentally disabled. Why is that your goal, Heather? I just want to know that.
I want to know what kind of sick, demented person you are.
Yeah.
And I want to know what you think you're going to say on your judgment day for the kind of life you lived.
Well, let's see. I'm guessing Heather M, the way Heather M talks is probably doesn't give a shit. Probably doesn't care about anybody but herself.
And it's probably even a male.
Possibly even a male.
With the nasty stuff. Probably not a woman.
Probably.
He might even know who it is. He might even know who it is.
So, you know, if I don't think anybody but Heather M has a problem
Do you want me
with
to drive?
us.
Let me jump in.
No,
Rich
you're yammering. I want to drive the new car.
Rich likes driving this one. He didn't like driving the
I hate that thing.
Randall, but he likes driving the Beast.
Okay, they fixed everything on my list, but I don't think they got the
It
mirrors.
smells nice. And guess what? I have a car wash. No, but we're being serious because
Oh, no
we
way.
have a feeling we could have a slight feeling we know who some of these nasty individuals are.
No, of
so
course we
that's
do.
why
Because we
we're
have
going
one
at
person
them so hard
who's
because we
been
have one
stalking
person
since the caves.
who has been stalking me for about 10 years and who is the most nastiest person alive, and this person has tried to destroy us anytime we've gone on anything, and so we know that that's probably who this is. That's why we're being so aggressive right now. You guys are like, whoa. No, we know who this is, and we're not going to say it because we don't want to give this person the satisfaction of saying their name. They're such a non-important person in society that they spent like the last 10 years being completely awful to us because they're such a horrible individual that they would rather focus on hating us because we're in love, because this person is obsessed with me and wants me. Yeah. So he's spent the last 10 years trying to sabotage my marriage.
Which way do I go?
This way, to the right. So we have a feeling we know who this is.
Anyways, so that's the only thing. So when you guys, you know, a lot of our followers, not just our mods, I mean, you guys can kind of tell when you start seeing someone just obsessed and they have a female name, they start saying, go check out other channels, go look at this, go look at that. I will give you the channels. I mean, I've said them out loud. We have no problem with that. This person is trying to get people to think that we've done something wrong. We've done nothing wrong.
This person's a hateful, nasty person.
This person has done things wrong for a fact. He has told me. See, he worked for Hilton Corporation in Las Vegas in the 80s and 90s, and he told me that he had to do some things that he's really not feel comfortable with. And what he's been implying was he had to kill some people.
No, and this person is actually very violent and very scary.
And he found us online.
He follows us all.
Yeah.
He tracks us down.
And so
the nastiness today we know is him, because the level that he does is. And I've had a couple. We've gotten. I've had to go to the police several times where I get crazy people. We had a neighbor stalker that he harassed me so much, like online. We knew who he was. He was our neighbor, but he attacked me so much online that I actually went and filed a police report against him several years ago. And they said there's not much they can do, but yeah, he stopped doing it because we did. I mean, I posted online.
They're scary.
That
Once they know you know who they are, they freak out. I mean,
Yeah.
they're real strong when you think that their name
Well,
is
and
Heather.
we normally would not put people's name out. Like, sorry, I did that one time, but this was we did because it was the only way to get him to stop. So we put his name out there, and then he stopped. But this is a different. There's two guys that we've had over the years that have been the sickest individual I've ever even known in existence. Stay in the lane you're in would be good. You want to go north, 15 north. And they both are so jealous because they want me, and they want me to leave Richard, and that's not going to happen. So you're going to go north, not south. So keep going. Whoa.
Yeah, so anyway, so let's move on past that, because that's just a lot of negative energy, guys, you know? And that's kind of the thing we're talking about, is like, people do have, you know, we're trying, you know, I think that our moderators are shocked by it. I mean, our moderators have never seen anything like it.
It's disgusting.
It's disgusting, and it makes, and I've never seen anything
And
like
we've
it.
been dealing with it for like 10 years now, because as soon as we went on social media, this one person found us, and he at first liked us, but then he became psycho.
Well, he never liked us. He was obsessed with
He was obsessed with me.
And pretended to like us.
And then when we didn't like him anymore, he went insane. Like, when we, like, shut him out, like, blocked him on social media, he lost it.
He just
And now,
lost his shortness.
ever since then, he's been psycho obsessed with this. And then there was one other guy, too, the neighbor, like I said. So those two individuals find us on every platform, and unfortunately they found us already here. And so that sucks. They're both Las Vegas locals. Two nasty men,
Yeah.
Las Vegas locals that
They're
are obsessed
so-
with trying to take us down every time we go on social media.
Oh, yeah. But what happens is it doesn't take us down. I mean, like, it's not like anybody takes us down. What happens is they intimidate Joy. Because Joy, as you know, is very open and honest, and she's just very entertaining. And these men get so mad, and what they do is,
Misogynist.
right, they're misogynist, so they don't like that. And so when someone stops, like what Heather M does, and that Banana Rama, or whoever that chick was, when they do that, those people are trying to silence a woman. They're trying to intimidate her. They're trying to scare her. Because what they're doing wouldn't work on a guy. So what they do is they pretend to be women, and they come online, and they harass women, and try to, because it makes them feel powerful. Wow, I scared her, or I made her shut up, or I got her to stop streaming, and that makes them feel strong. Well, in my book, my dad taught me that men are supposed to protect women, that they're supposed to build them up. Like, look at my dad married somebody who needed a lot of building up. You know, he did not pick someone who is a prize winner. He believes that men and women come together because you're supposed to support each other. And this guy has been nothing but he believes that
that it's men versus women. And so he can't stand it when he sees a woman doing well or making more progress than he's ever made or had a better life. And I'm not, and to me, it's fascinating. I'm only sharing it with you guys because, you know, that sort of insight and knowledge, you really start to kind of, you know, if you're younger, make sure you choose the right path you go down, you know, because you don't want to go down the path of Heather M. And when Heather M comes back on tomorrow, because we put her in, that's what Peggy and I were talking, and Lenny and I were talking about. We're going through the accounts, like, all right, fine. And Lenny's like, I wanted to fucking block her forever. I said, well, you can't do that here.
No, we're blocking people like
Yeah,
that.
no,
And
no,
if it's on-
YouTube doesn't have a block feature.
Oh shoot.
They have a remove from channel feature, but they don't have a block feature.
Well, the ones like that need to be removed.
Yeah, but then they just set up another account because that's just a temporary account anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And I'd rather kind of know who Heather M is than have it be Stacy next time.
Well, I'm getting really mad that I heard that some people are attacking our monitors. That makes me really mad.
No, it's not some people. I'm telling you, it's the same person. All this negativity is coming from one or two people, okay, and they're usually the same accounts. And there's no one comments more than Heather M and the haters. I mean, they comment more than anybody else. I mean, everybody else comes in for, a normal person comes in for 15, 20 minutes. I mean, people that really love us have nothing else to do, hang out with us, but they don't sit there and comment all day long about our past and ask us questions about our videos from our other channels and stuff. I mean, that's just so obvious. We just kind of let it go. I was curious, you know, how bad it was going to get. So, thank you. Great job to the moderators. Lenny and Peggy, you guys rock. I mean, the thing is that, I mean, at this stage right now, we're protecting Joy because we have to save Annette. Without Joy, we can't save Annette. And these people are so selfish, they don't care about any of that. So it's really not even about what I think or what I think. But look, I mean, if we don't save Annette, if we don't take care of her, there's nobody else on this planet that will. Unless
and also, you guys couldn't even do it. That's what's like. You go, oh, we could. Annette wouldn't let anyone else. You see, she barely lets me. That's what I was trying to say. I've been in the family 12 years, and she's still not really comfortable with me handling a lot of things. And so it has to be me and her brother doing it. She barely even lets us. She sees most things she wants to come from Gloria. So like you guys can do this part of like doing this, but no one could even come in to help Annette. She's very, very resistant to help. Because she doesn't want help. She wants to be independent. She doesn't want to feel helpless. She wants to feel self-sufficient and stuff. And then if she does have to need something, she wants to come from her mom, not from her brother and his wife. Then she feels pathetic. You know what I'm saying? That's why it makes her feel stupid that we have to help her. But it's not her fault. It's Gloria's fault. But she doesn't. But then when we say that, then she gets upset because she doesn't want us to talk bad about Gloria. But without talking bad about Gloria, then Annette blames herself. You know, because Annette thinks most of Annette's condition is a lot of it is due to mistreatment. Even from the time that she was young, I think she has a lot of anxiety and a lot of maybe even her voices where she went to that because she was scared and alone, so she started to go into herself. You know, because Gloria was very abusive and very violent their whole life, and she was very violent to Richard in front of Annette. Annette is what is she, 6 years younger than you?
yeah, she's 6 years younger.
6 years younger, so she was a very small child as Gloria beat the crap out of Richard when he was 6, and she was, you know, very small.
I might have traumatized her quite a bit.
Yeah, so she was very traumatized. But Gloria, when Annette was young, didn't really beat Annette. She
No, not
beat
at all.
Richard.
She never did.
But when Annette was older, she beat Annette. Like when Annette got sick. Yeah, like when Annette got sick.
No, not until like Dad died. That was
Yeah,
like-
until that. But when Richard was young, she beat Annette, but she would beat Richard in front of Annette. So Annette saw a lot of violence, and then, like I said, once Annette's condition got worse and the dad died, then she went back to her old ways of being violent because she just resorts to violence when something doesn't go her way, or if like, you know, you don't respond to her properly, she goes to violence. That's where she resorts to first, always. So like if Annette didn't do what she wanted, she just got violent with her and screamed at her.
Oh, I don't have anything to say.
I just add on maybe a little bit of violence with your child. I just
what am I
want
talking about? Oh, yeah, you
I
know.
just want them to understand.
I don't like
that-
talking about all that stuff.
No, but
It's
I need
depressing
them to
me.
understand that that's why we're here, because
Oh,
your
yeah.
mom is so violent, even if we leave. Like,
Yeah, my mom
she'll
was.
be violent again with Annette.
Yeah, she was really bad. And, well, right now she might not be violent, but what's going to happen is she's just going to drift off and die, and just not pay any bills and stuff. And Annette's just going to be there in a house that's empty. So we have to do stuff to take care of her, you know? And that's a lot of the reason why, like, you know, it's kind of weird, like Joy and I, you know, both of us really wanted to have children, and we both set out, you know, but it just never worked out that way. But if we did have our own families and doing that, there's no way we could do what we're doing right now with Annette and what we're doing here. So it kind of starts to make sense. You know, I only wish I would have taken care of this 20, 30 years ago. But
here, I need to say one thing about that, though, is the reason why, even though it did seem like we were kind of just nonchalant living our life, which we were a little bit, but we actually couldn't do anything, because until it was dire straits, basically, like, Glory was not going to let us step in to help. And she still doesn't even really let us, or really even think we are helping. We've kind of had to just do it because we did it for Annette. But like, so if the house was not in foreclosure, Gloria would have never let us start helping, like get these things under control. Does that make sense? Like, she's only doing it because she knew she had to. Like, there's nothing she could not, there was no more, like, she was at the end of the line. There's no more giving her exceptions or, like, letting her not pay her bills anymore. They were like, you're done, Gloria. You're out the door. And so she knows that. She won't acknowledge it now, but she knew that. And that's why we're here. But, like, a year before this, we couldn't have even stepped in. You know what I'm saying? She wouldn't have let us.
yeah, that's really true. And before that, I wouldn't have wanted to. I mean, and that's kind of why I was probably just drifting and not ever settling down with family, because I had to deal with what was coming up, which was with my sister. And my sister was being shielded by my mother, who was, you know, an abusive mother. And I didn't know what was going on, because every time I saw her, she's like, oh, everything's great. You know, just like, you know, it's just really weird. Wow, that is so sad. Yeah, it was really sad. But listen, it's not sad because what's turning around is the whole story.
And it's a beautiful community.
Right. Well, and the fact is, if Gloria wasn't so awful, I'd never even have this channel here to talk to you guys about this. So in a way, we all can't.
What's more, it's not that it's just that if she wasn't so awful. It's more like, throughout all this, look at how many people could be healing through this. Like, people are coming onto this channel, so it's like,
Yeah,
it's
true.
not like if she, but it's not like, oh, it would have been better, you know, it's good she was awful, so we got this channel. It's just more like the universe takes, like, a nasty thing and is trying to make it beautiful, because she was awful, and it could be a tragic ending. It could have been Annette died and no one stepped in.
Right,
but
because
instead
we
now,
often wondered how she wasn't already
no,
dead.
it's just that
It's so
that's
hot out
the
here.
universe, and that shouldn't have been alive. You guys, like, her condition was so
But she'd
bad.
be gone for, like, weeks.
She should be dead. She should be dead with how Gloria treated her. It is absolute. That's what everyone says. She's stronger than France, and she gets mad now because I'm gonna tweak her medicine. I think
need
that
some
Ingrezza
medicine.
is too much. They had upped it, so like she started on a smaller dose and she was doing better, and then they upped it. I don't think I like
Too strong.
too strong, so I don't have a way to give her a small dose because only one pill a day. I'm gonna try giving it every other day, and then talk to the doctor, because we don't go back till next month. See what happens. At least I'll do it for a couple days, see if there's any improvement. If it immediately she goes, like, reverts the other way, then I'll just put it back. Because as long as she's taking her Abilify, and if she already has the injection, then she'll be willing to like we can you know, tweak her meds. The Abilify is the big one, that if she gets off that one, then she won't take any meds, because that's the one that's like that's her most one, and that's the one she got the injection, and then you have to give her the pills for 2 weeks, but then she'll just start getting the injection. But what we're going to tweak is the other ones, where you can a little bit, because those are more for her, the mood stuff, you know, keeping her not, you know, we don't want her so melancholy. We want her to feel happy and sad, not just like Eeyore, you know. So we're going to tweak the other ones, but we're definitely not going to ever mess with the Abilify. Like I said, that one's the injection. But I'm going to see, and we'll see. And let's try to, you guys can help us too, be like, yeah, today she was better, or not, you know, and I'll let you guys know which things she's taking, and then we'll all pay attention, okay, and see what we think. That's what we'll do, because you guys can help us be like, yeah, it seemed like she was, because you guys are talking to her too. So tomorrow, we're not going to give her Ingrezza, okay? Tomorrow we're not going to give her Ingrezza in the morning, and let's see what happens, okay? And let's see. So today she had Ingrezza in the morning, and
Hey, I think they changed our light bulb.
Oh, good,
No,
good.
I mean,
That should when you're in there, and it says that's an easy fix for it. We had a light bulb, a rear tail light out.
I think the bill was $2,000.
Wow.
$100.
Wow. $100 for 2,000.
Paid
That's
off.
pretty good.
Paid off.
We only had to pay $100 for a $2,000 amount of stuff.
And now we have all our lights off now. So
Good.
no.
Oh, stop by Town Center, and let's see if I can still use my car wash that I got.
Oh,
the
yeah,
other
good
day.
idea.
Do you think it'll still work at Fabulous
Yeah,
Fridays? Okay,
sure.
Good. Yeah, I got it when we got gas. But yeah, so we're heading back home. Everyone's here. We are back on the route.
show them our beautiful view.
Back on the route. Flash. So this is we're gonna start losing you guys, so we're gonna go get a car wash right now.
We can end it. We'll just start right
No,
now.
we're fine. We'll end it in a minute here. We'll see if you guys can go to the car wash with us. Look at my hair. I got like
You look
wild
looks
hair.
great today.
Well, no, but it's wild.
I
Like
love
with
the
my,
color.
Oh my gosh, my dad one time never did, like, my parents didn't do like the field trip thing. You know how some parents will drive on school field trips. My dad never did that except for one time. And he drove all the girls, I guess a mom would have thought maybe this wasn't a great idea, but my dad didn't think anything of it. We all had really long hair. We were young, we were like second grade or something. We all had really long hair, and my dad let us, all of us 3 girls, there's one in the front seat and 2 in the back, for a school field trip, put our hair out the window the whole trip. Oh, we're gonna have our hair out the window. Man, we got our hair were like matted knots. You can't man, it's not a good idea. That's why people put like a cover on if they're on a motorcycle or something, a helmet on, or the ladies wear even like when you're in a convertible or something. Because girls, if your hair gets out there in that wind, it can the knots are insane. I was like ripping my hair out, but anyways, I don't know why I get all the weirdest little stories, but do you guys ever get cuticles? Like those things that they snag them and they hurt so bad. Why does a cuticle hurt so bad? It's like, and then you go to bite it and then you rip it and then it's like, why is this tiny little thing? It's like a paper cut. Why did the universe make the tiniest little thing be one of the most painful things, like a paper cut or the cuticle or
What do you want to do
worst? Oh, car wash. You went the wrong way.
Oh, yeah.
We forgot we came here. But that was when you vlog, is you just, we're not usually this absent-minded. Actually, I'm usually so on top of
This
it.
is exactly how I am all
Where
the
it
time.
annoys Richard and you're straight.
What she doesn't realize is that I'm streaming in my head all the time.
But normally I'm we're going here. And he's like, geez, chill out, just have some fun. Why don't you? I'm usually kind of intense because I got a lot going on in my head. But now I'm starting to chill, so this is better. You guys are making me, you see, I get intense. So you guys help me chill out.
We're really chill today, guys, man. I'm so glad I got my car back.
Car wash.
Or Joy's car back, I should say.
Yeah, it's our car.
She says open 24 hours. Oh, convenience store.
Are they open?
They're open until 7 p.m. to 6.
Well, where's the person?
Well, I don't know.
Open your business. Oh, I want one of them air fresheners.
Which flavor? We got Fabulous Breeze. Here, let's get a poll. What do we like? What flavor do we like today? Oh, we're trying to figure out what flavor to get.
Let me see. I'm gonna choose. Hold on.
That's what we were trying to
Wait, let me
figure
see real
out.
quick. What we got?
I like coconut or blackberry.
I was gonna say
Wait,
blackberry.
blackberry.
Blackberry. I never had blackberry. They give a free air freshener at Fabulous Freddy's with the car wash,
I love Fabulous Freddy's.
which is good because Bunny, I think, a tiny bit of pee-pee probably when we picked him up in this car. So I
And
think.
when you have those coupon books on sale for that buy 7 get 3 free, they never expire and you can use them on any card.
Okay, there.
Nice. Very good. So let me try my new air freshener. Blackberry. This is what we got. Blackberry. So you put these on your, give you the little air fresheners for your hair. What do you guys do? Put them on. Ooh, that smells nice. Oh yeah, here, let's see the car wash. We're doing a car wash. Here, you want this?
Yeah.
I like this. That's a nice scent. I near tried the blackberry.
That does smell nice. Take that one down.
I know, I need my scissors. I had this Yankee Candle one, but it don't smell no more. I thought it was so cute. Look at this.
They're like, are you guys moving or not?
Oh, you need to put in neutral. That's why, Richard.
Oh, neutral now. They're like, you guys. They're like, you guys aren't on drugs. You guys are streaming. That's the look he gave me.
Like, oh,
He's like, you
I
looked at
can
his.
clean the dashboard. Like, they give you a little wipe.
The butt. Like, okay.
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice?
Isn't that nice? So let's see. Now we're gonna clean off the car. The car looks nice. They did a good job. I guess they fixed
Everything.
everything.
I don't know if they fixed the mirror because I didn't write that down. You told me that afterwards.
Oh.
So I'm not sure that made the list, but we can always take that back. You know.
Very nice. Very nice. Very happy to have my car back.
What do you think about this car wash, you guys? Look at this. I mean, you guys have car washes like this where they, do this scrub thing. This
We
is.
have the best car washes in Las Vegas. It's a really big thing here because the limos and stuff and the drivers used to all do that, but now that's not nearly as popular. There's not nearly as many people that come. So.
And these guys go thorough. Look at this.
And then they also dry it at the. Oh gosh, do we have any cash on us? Oh shoot, that's awful.
You got some change, don't you?
I don't. Oh dear. How embarrassing.
Is it bad not to tip these
We
guys?
always tip them. I really feel bad. I hope we.
Is
have
it bad? Ginger,
because
I
they're
love
gonna know
Yankee
what's gonna
Candle car
happen
fresheners.
is-
Yeah, we do too.
Oh no, you guys, this is bad. I'm so embarrassed.
Check my other side.
No, I don't think so. But listen, they dry it. They dry it at the end, so you give them a tip.
Is it bad that we don't have tip
Oh
money?
yay! Woohoo! We got some. Got some money. We got some money. Oh dear.
Yeah, they have those, but they don't offer the free air fresheners.
There's some money here. Where is this money coming?
We used to have a car wash like that in my
Nothing
city,
else
but
around
now
here.
it's all machines. I know. We used to. That's what we're saying. Is we used to have that
Yes.
too, where we used to have that too, where we used to be able to, have the guys scrub the car like they do, and that really helps on these electric ones.
Look, I found $3. We had it.
Okay, just so you guys know, so after I paid the deductible, which is $100 for the car, and we got the Uber, which was another $36, and we did all this and did all that, and we got the PO box, which cost us. We got the money coming in, but we also had to pay out of pocket because it was a little more expensive. Anyways, we have going into the weekend, we now have $28 between Joy and I for the weekend, and that's enough for us, and that's what I love about it.
Make it work.
We make it work. There might
Thank
be
you,
people
everybody.
at the end that you can tip. People will probably be drying other cars as you exit. Yeah, they're definitely.
No, but guess what? We have $28 to our name today. I'll still give the $3 because you don't people are like, oh, you don't don't tip if you don't have it. No, just because we don't have it, but they still don't not tip the guy when he did a good job. You know what I mean? And they do a good
Oh,
job.
thanks, Lenny J. You're awesome.
So I would have felt bad. I know it's only $3, but still, you look like an asshole, and you are an asshole when these guys come in.
In a Mercedes.
A Mercedes. Yeah, and you really don't have it, but
Still, you have. If you have a Mercedes, you have to
but
tip.
also it's not just how you look. It's like they're gonna dry off the car and stuff, and they're young kids, or high school students, and they're gonna
Thank you, Lenny. Lenny says that you two were so worried about tipping because you have great hearts, and you luckily found some cash. I know it's just a blessing right there. I know it just came together. I mean, like I said, she had $3 there. We have $28 going on the weekend. I was worried we weren't gonna have enough just because.
I didn't think we had enough to cover the Uber. I was
Or the
like,
car.
oh,
Yeah,
no.
me too. And all the gas.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh yeah. When you said the gas, I thought, oh no, I hope you counted your
Oh, I know. I
gas.
didn't. I almost put super in.
Oh geez, yeah, 'cause we had to get that. Yeah, that's the one nice thing about that car for a couple days on the Harrison's Lounge thing is that's the cheap gas. We have to get the premium in this thing. That's the bad thing about having a nice car.
I don't think they can hear us too good right now. It's pretty loud.
Pretty loud.
Hello.
Hello out there.
Hello. 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 Oh, that's Mark. Okay, so I have a friend that texts me every 20 years or so. No, for the last 30 years we text every once in a while.
Drive. Come over here. And then they're gonna see now they're gonna
Okay,
dry.
yeah, put them on camera, not me.
Now these guys are gonna dry it. See, we didn't want to be assholes. The kids are gonna dry it. It'd be like high school students, you know, be assholes and not give them a tip. Yep.
Also, he was like, "What the hell, dude?"
Like they dry it for you. They dry your whole car. So we don't want to.
How you doing, boss? You got your receipt with you?
There we go.
There she is. Perfect.
There you go.
Thanks, man. So, oh yeah, they gotta take the receipt. That's what I was saying. That's how they make sure. I was saying, oh, my receipt's still good. Yeah, because they'll take it at the end. So that's why it's always still good. Okay, here you go. So yeah, the kid, they dry your whole car, all the way around. So we didn't want to not tip.
Yeah. They have Fabulous Freddy's for anyway. You guys have Fabulous
They're the
Freddy's?
best car wash.
Do you guys have Fabulous Freddy's where you're at? Where's Annette? Very good question. That's what we're gonna find out next.
She's probably sleeping. That's why we don't worry as much, you guys. Now it's not like it used to be.
Hey, thank you so much. Welcome to Annette's. Welcome to
listen,
the.
if Annette-
Welcome to the Annette's
She's
love.
home.
Welcome to
Look,
Annette's.
you guys. This is how you know she's home. Nay, girl. She's home. So it says 7 minutes. That means she's home. It'll say way more if she's not.
Maybe
home.
don't post our address out there. I mean, they can kind of see that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, why do you do that? I don't understand.
I didn't see it. I didn't think
But anyways,
it actually had the
listen.
address.
Listen. I'm trying to say something. Thank you so much for joining, Mobile Mandy. Welcome to Club Love Annette.
I didn't think that had the address. I didn't realize it.
Well, it's a map
I didn't
with a pinpoint on where we live. I mean, what? You didn't think it had a?
I edited that out.
Where's the street map?
We'll have to edit that out next.
Thank you, bro.
All set, boss. You have a great day.
You have a great weekend.
Yes, sir. I like your hair.
You do?
It's rad.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Hell yeah.
Rich got a compliment on his hair. Kitty. That's awesome.
It looks rad.
Yeah.
He said my hair looks rad.
That's nice from a high school student. You're hip to the hop.
I'm hip to the high school kids.
Hip to the hop.
It's probably because he mistaken me from. He thought I was Rick from Rick and Morty, the cartoon.
Yep.
That's probably what happened. He's like, wait, aren't you?
That must be Morty in the past.
Yeah, it's Rick and Morty. You're Morty, I'm Rick. Pretty much how it is.
Well, I don't
sometimes.
think people thought the opposite.
Yeah, okay.
I don't think they thought I was Rick and you were Morty.
Yep, it's actually down the street from me. I have a monthly membership.
That's what they were just telling us about, as if we could afford that today. She's like, oh, if you get today, you get a great membership. Okay, well, we'll put that on the list.
Yeah.
I got this because it was like cheaper to get the gas the other day when I got it to get the car wash, but I think it ends up being the same. I think but you get a car wash out of it. So
Hey, I just want to thank Lindy
But
and
I
Peggy
don't think
for
like
hanging
the
out
gas ends up being any cheaper. I think you just get a car wash, but they go, oh, here's the price. But then, because your car wash ends up being the amount that like of the difference, but you get a free car wash out of it, kinda, yeah, I guess. Yeah, I guess you do. But they're like, here's the price with the car wash, and then here's the price without the car wash,
Show it-
but then your
let's just
car
show it.
wash costs us.
Come on, we're driving through our neighborhood for the
Well, you're the one saying don't say where we live, and now you're gonna show exactly how to get back to our house. How about that? It's gonna be now. I'm just kidding. No, this is not where we live. This is a little bit of ways. So I was just teasing. This is actually over by where we just got our PO box,
Let's look at the nice park.
and there's a
there.
park.
I
We
mean,
just
we're
got
always showing our faces. We're in the house. We're driving around the neighborhood. Let's show the nice
I
neighborhood.
was just teasing. This is not where we live. This is just near where we live. But they have this. It's really nice over here. Like there's really nice houses over here. This is a little bit down the street from us. We live in where the houses are all small because it's a retirement community. This is where the rich people live over here, I guess. They got the big houses.
Here, Hannah, I want to get from this view over here. It's a little better. This direction. They have some amazing houses in this neighborhood. Some locals walking. This is what it looks like out here in Summerlin. And over here, this is for those of you who are familiar with the Venetian Hotel and Plaza. This is owned by the same person. It's Sheldon Adelson's school campus.
So Sheldon Adelson used to be the owner of the Venetian and the Palazzo and all the Sands Corporation. He passed away, and when he passed away, his children sold it. But that school it's called like Adelson something, and they created that school, and it's like a really, really nice private school.
Yeah, really nice.
Like when you drive around there during school time, they make you drive 15 miles an hour. I'm like, everywhere else it's like, what is it, 20 for the kids? 25. But there, you gotta go extra special slow.
Yeah,
That's special school. They
they're
make you go
high-value children.
15. Their kids are more valuable than everyone else. You gotta go slower. They're worth more if you hit them. That's a joke, you guys. We're joking. Joking. Some people are like, you guys really slow. 15 miles an hour is hard to drive. 15 miles an hour, it's kind of like a car barely goes. But 25 seems a little bit more accurate to go in a school zone. But I don't know. 15 is like, it's snails crawling over there. And I just always kind of laugh because when I was a kid, like, there was no rules like that. You know, now it's kind of a little bit like, this is kind of a little bit nanny patrol. But I also, you know, you don't want kids to get hurt. But also, like, to get kids so much, and then there's going to be a point that they're not going to have protection. Like, so you got to let them, like, at some point, have a chance to be independent without, I'm not a mom, but you mothers know this, where there's that moment where you have to let them go and kind of get hurt in a sense, fall on their face without really falling on their face. You know what I mean? Not your mom, have a child, but I'm kind of experienced that a little bit with Annette, where like I don't know when sometimes to step in or when to let her kind of like try to do something, and maybe she won't do it right, but like, you know, then you can help with that. But you moms know these things. I don't know these things.
Okay. It's a gorgeous night here. I want to do one of these days to go up to the top of the hill there.
Oh yeah, we can do it right now if you want.
Do you guys want to go to the top of the
Go
hill?
right now, yeah. Just because everybody's.
You guys want to go to the top of the hill or go home? Can you grab me some water? Are you thirsty?
We can just go real quick.
All right, fine. We're gonna go take a quick view at the top of the hill.
We don't lose reception up there.
I don't know. I think we have decent reception up the top of the hill. I'm not sure. Penelope, no spamming. Love cruises. We're neighbors. So hi, Tammy. I know we got some lag probably going on. I don't know how good. We'll see. Way
Oh, there we go. He says the car's driving better. That's cool. Can't wait to test it out.
Yeah,
I hope you guys get to come up the hill with
What's
us.
his
I
name
don't know
said
if
there were
it'll
some issues
go
with the transmission.
I don't know if we're gonna lose y'all. I told you something was wrong with it the other day. It was shifting weird.
Yeah.
Shifting really
Yeah,
weird.
it's something with the mount, so you probably lose your powers on that.
Yeah, I told you there was no power and it was
Yeah,
shifting
yeah.
weird. But now it's
Can you guys hear us okay right now? Or we lose reception? But if you can hear me, anybody know, like, if your transmission mounts are bad, does that make you lose power in your car?
Yeah, I don't know. But the other day, which I guess is fixed, thankfully we did take it into warranty. I was driving in, like, you know, I used to drive a manual, so, you know, I'm pretty aware when the car's trying to shift, you know, and your RPMs are going up and, like, it wasn't shifting right. Some people that only drove automatics probably don't realize this when your car's trying to shift. But the RPMs were going way up and it's just not really shifting right. And I was like, what's going on with this? And you can't control it, you know, it's auto shifting, but I can tell when it's shifting. And it was out of whack, and then it was losing power because like it wasn't. So like I tried to give it gas, but it wasn't. I lose power. Yeah, but maybe we'll do that. Oh, I'll do it. I'll do. If we have maybe we're losing everybody up here though because we're losing our reception. Everybody's getting kicked off.
We'll get later.
We're kicking y'all off. Like every time we get kicked off of the reception here.
Too bad you can't bring.
Well, that's the hot spot.